I'm a heart that won't decline.
Won't quit.
He loves when I'm being handy.
Putting broken toys back together. Smiles bright when you give him candy. But my arms make him feel better. Come here,
Come here.
little man. You don't know how strong you make me. You don't, little man. Oh, you're my hope when days shake. When are we? When the night gets long and lonely. So long. And I'm fighting through it all.
The Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in it. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested.
Not shiny.
Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chipped paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the Layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Layer. Where's my face at? I don't see myself. It's a lot of technical issues. Let's see. Let's see. Let's refresh. No, cancel this. Go out and come back in. Leave. Technical difficulties. For real. Let's see though. What they say, build it while we flying. But technical difficulties. Change the style. Many styles, many styles. Square. Round is not looking round. Interesting. Anyway, I don't know what happened. We were reacting. Soon as we got to Killer Mike page, bam, they said a strike. I'm pausing and everything. So I'm like, I'm reacting like I normally react. So I don't even know if I even got to Yada Awakening, but that thing is still here when you go to the other page. I don't even know if I got to Yada Awakening. It was while we was looking at 3D Nazi and Killer Mike, and then it cut off. So then I said, let me start right back at Killer Mike over here. Now, the first time when I was on the other page, I looked at 3D Nazi, and then they cut like, wow, that was quick. So when I came back over here, I did the 3D Nazi, and I made sure to pause it when it's very, very short. Still, bam. So they hit me on both pages. So I don't know if Killer Mike is, I don't know what happened. But yeah, we're gonna have to make some drastic changes. I think I'm gonna put up still pictures. I'm gonna speed up the audio, and then I'm gonna do a whole new type of thing because man, that was a trip. And then I try to, appeal it, and there's like, no, you didn't follow whatever. And they give you the little trial thing. I done did that a couple times, so I responded to that, and they was like, you still violated. So I got 2 strikes on the other channel. So I don't think I'm gonna be doing that on that other channel. I think that other channel I'm gonna use for educational purposes. We're gonna be doing some education about me revamping the channel. We're gonna be focusing on courses. We're gonna have memberships. We are going to deal with scaling the business, using AI tools. We'll be doing the music. I'm gonna be doing more AI video. I'm gonna do the whole thing. So on that other channel will not be reaction. It will be all education, step by step. The affiliate marketing, step by step. I should have did this a long time ago, but since I'm so close on the other channel, I got 3,300 and some, and then 263. So I'll be scaling that channel and putting no reactions over there. Over here, I'm even gonna cut the reactions. I'm gonna try to do, like I say, I'm gonna probably put an overlay up, speed up the audio, but just pausing it, no, that didn't work. Because I really don't know what was wrong. And they didn't explain in detail. They just like, nope, it's a violation. Since this channel is, left alone with no strikes, instead of me getting a strike on this channel, I got a warning. But yeah, then it's about getting emails or IGs and whatever else, so I can make sure that people can bounce back and forth between the channels, because it shouldn't be this complicated. I've been around long enough. People recognize that I'm Sir Knight and they understand a nice layer 510. So it shouldn't be no confusion, or people are making a choice to come at the end of the day and participate. And that ain't cool. That's a little lightweight hating. When everything is closed down, we'll pop up, we'll be 30, 40 deep, but we're not gonna support tonight, but we're watching for some hours. I want to say shout out to Anonymous for supporting the channel. Shout out to TMKC for supporting the channel while it was knocked down. But yeah, it shouldn't be this complicated to do this content. It really shouldn't. Then folks be coming through talking about they want, but we're gonna scale it up. Y'all, we're gonna work together. Because these discords, I think I'm about to take control of that too. Because it's a lot of little shaky BS jumping off. We trying to do business. So it's very important to scale, because I know the music is good enough. I know the thumbnails are good enough. I know that the AI visuals are good enough. It's just that all those things, for all these years, all those things cost. The Suno, the ChatGPT, the StreamYard. It's a lot of different costs associated with it. So if you're gonna spend money, you need to be making money off of the money that you spend it. I've been lagging, but we're gonna step by step go through it. So once we get the numbers up, because you got to break through the algorithm. But yeah, we just gonna work. My response to all this stuff is just work harder. Work harder and smarter. Working hard alone ain't enough. Got to work hard and smart. So we're gonna do that. Cause yeah, that was crazy work. And no explanation. I thought they would explain, exactly what it is, because I know, to follow the procedure now, but I'll speed it up and put up an overlay. But I even know people that got overlays. So I wish I could talk to them and ask him, what was your difficulty? Because I know people that never play the video. They put the overlay up, they speed it up, and they talk more. And they say that's transformative enough. So it's interesting. It is interesting. And then this phone, I wish it would just beep when it's somebody actually supporting the channel. This thing beep for every damn thing. All these things, you got to sit down and understand the notifications and turn off this and turn off that. Always something. And then there's all this crap. Katrina, my goodness. Cuss me out one day, and then the next day, I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you, I ain't dealing with this right now. And it's not what I want to see. It's not what I want to see. So let's see. We didn't hit the discords and put the thing in there. Okay, so we got the discords covered, which I don't think very many people even look at the discord, even when I'm in other folks' discords. Look at that. It's two folks watching. So the question is, putting up the overlay, I guess. And do we have access to the overlay? That's the other question. We shall see. Because I don't know. Let me see. Can we see an overlay? Nope. Can't even put up an overlay. Crippled. So I was looking at Charleston White on the Laws of Life podcast, and he did a whole breakdown of it had more intricate details about the stuff that was happening in his life. So he talked about when he was younger, and he was a very rambunctious child, but he was covered. He lived in, he had a quality lifestyle. Mom took good care of him. He didn't ever have no all the things he saw on TV because his mom really protected him. So he got a brother and a sister. He said when he was younger, he just, he had no limits. He would jump off roofs, do all kind of crazy stuff because he said he was well loved. And when he was younger, he jumped in a washing machine or something and had a body cast from his chest all the way down. And he had a stick between his legs to keep his legs stiff. He was in excruciating pain for a long time, for a year or something. But he still got up with the stick between his legs and still hobbled around and still, functioned. Then when he was younger, they used to put the solution in his eye. They used to put him in excruciating pain. Wanted to delete yourself type of pain. And I was listening to a story, and you forget as a child all the traumatic stuff you've been through. When you're a kid, you're much more resilient. So he had been through a whole lot of things. And it makes sense now to why he got to a point where he ended up going to jail at that time, because the cultural influences of TV. Now, I remember how powerful them influences was. And when we were younger, we didn't, why am I getting all this? So now what? So yeah. And that's the thing about folks. A lot of folks, add value to the panels. A lot of folks be trolling. But I guess you physically have to be here to holler at these people to support the channel. And folks be wishy-washy. You never know what's going on. So we're going to get to the probably doing the stuff over here, because the StreamYard for right now is shut down. You see the StreamYard duck. Paying for all those things, what is it, almost 4 years now? Can't have no fickle, wishy-washy type situations. I would appreciate folks if they would definitely support the goals that we have, support the channel. and it's cool to kick it, but it don't make sense to be here every day and people not be reliable. Because what's crazy is that, but then again, as I've said before, I have enough people that mess with me that keep me here. So it's not like it's not no support. And I feel obligated because, like I said, the other day I wasn't even here and TMKC supported the channel. So I have to come here. But it's a whole big thing. It's a whole big thing. You know, the ends justify the means. The ends justify the means. Shout out to Man of Tomorrow. Call what did it say? Yeah, maybe you can educate me, Man of Tomorrow, because maybe I'm just not getting it. I gotta make a real serious pivot. It's been a trip. Because it's about scaling this thing up. And folks been here for a while, so maybe you can, you know, because some people just, you have some people they want to get a message across and they don't care if there's nobody watching. I did that probably about the first year or something. I didn't care. I just wanted, you know, I had something to say. Now it's about business. I think I just said everything I just said, everything I need to say about me. And then, you know, it don't matter because I mean, the confusion doesn't matter because it's about the people, you know, stop being fake, faking and frauding. Let's bring up Man of Tomorrow. What's up, brother? Here we are.
Hey, what's going on, man?
They hit me. What's going on? They hit me the other day for reasons I do not know.
No, I mean, what, like a strike or something or a warning?
A strike on the other channel, warning on this one. I was reacting to 3D Nati and Killer Mike.
No, I mean, the reason's there. Should be at the bottom.
On the YouTube thing when they told me about it.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I didn't see nothing. They told me about the 90 days and it's clearly a strike. I could try to
yeah.
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 And they gave me another YouTube. They gave me an email saying yes, it was a violation, but they wasn't specific about what the violation was. Because they said I got to do
like strikes.
Oh, you get them too?
Yeah, you have to do like some training or some shit. Hell yeah, did I get strikes for things that I said 7-8 years ago?
Oh, they coming back from old strikes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like did I have to go through this stuff like 3-4 times a week now? I mean, that's why I don't live stream as much anymore. I mean, not because, you know, the money's good out here, you know, for trucking or whatever and whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, like a lot of these people didn't come here to have their problem solved, man. They just wanted to kick it and keep their problems, man. Like they didn't want to really solve anything. I realized that like at least 10 years ago, you know, when I used to have 800 or 900 people in the actual chat, you know, I was making like $5-6 grand a month. And once I started switching over to the problem solving piece, dude, wasn't nobody trying to hear it. They all left. Found a new vendor to keep them stuck in the position that they was in, man. So that's how you gotta look at it, man.
So it's just
come here to solve problems. Ignorant entertainment, you know. It was kind of like a way station between, reality, where they can constantly hear answers to problems while they don't have to practice them themselves.
So they're like an echo chamber.
Correct. They're here for like the Truman Show shit, where there's cameras everywhere and there's no responsibility of changing. It's just going through the same shit over and over. And most of these people don't have lives themselves. So you have to understand, like, how old are you?
I'm 56.
Okay, well, I'm 47. So we had a time where there was a social club, a social scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if you went to college or not. There was still a social scene. These people had none of that. After COVID, everything shut down. Like none of that shit came back. Like 24-hour Walmarts and shit. Like none of that shit came back. So now Trauma Bonder Online has become the new social club. Li- Looking at these personalities online, it's like like for us, the DJ Quicks, the MC8s, the Commons, and that's what these people are. That's what these people are online. They are these people online to these people now, right?
Mhm. Yeah, because we had barbershop, we had the gym, we had the
Yes,
we had
tons of outlets, tons
yeah,
of
yeah,
outlets.
everything everywhere. So nobody was really like stuck on one place. You could go to the park, they had a community center. It was a bunch
Yeah,
of
Falling in the
places.
Hood and all that. Now all those places are shut down. I know they're shut down because they shut down in my community. If they're shut down in Mississippi, then they shut down everywhere.
So that would
Yes,
explain a lot. So you mean to tell me that these damn I need to check that out. I need to make some phone calls and check that out. Because if they ain't got no outlets and all they doing is being
they have no
online,
outlets, bro. Yes, social media is the outlet. Dude, I wish I figured this shit out like 8, 9 years ago, but yeah. And COVID really finished off the rest of it because there was no clubs, nowhere to go out and like meet people. And then, you had a bunch of these. Then everybody became shut-ins. And then like everybody came to complain about the stuff that they wasn't engaging in real life. And that became the lifestyle for everybody. There's
mhm,
completely no social scene for people at all. Social media became the social scene for like a lot of these people, man. And that's how
they,
come they're
so they
so
forced the
fucked up.
metaverse. Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
So
Yes.
even though they didn't accept the metaverse, they said we're gonna force you into it.
Correct. And to them, it was the only place to where they can like be a part of the conversation that wasn't going anywhere.
Hmm.
They wanted
Yeah.
the ability to experience life but not live it. Like us, like our generation, we had tons of outlets. They have no outlets. None. Absolutely none. And they ran by the unks that failed at everything. Like most of these people who are making it in this social media shit do like they real life fucked up. You ain't got no like no purely successful person outside of entertainment that's doing YouTube and just like dude, I was giving away $1 million plans for trucking. The only thing they had to do was just follow direction. I gave the shit out to like 400 people who asked for it. You know how many people actually followed it? Five.
Mm.
Because thank you. Because there was just that many people who just couldn't follow simple directions, man. And I had to look at because you be online and then you go because I was kind of like doing my own thing, like me and my wife and shit, and then I started like reintegrating back into my family, and then I seen that it wasn't just the people online; it's the people like I don't know, 20, 30 years younger than I was, right? And all their friends that they can't really relate to because they had us in their life, but their friends don't have shit in theirs, right? So they just don't have any outlets for reality. So now they have to look up to all this bullshit as real life, man. It's crazy, crazy messed up out here, man. Like the younger dude, he he won't even know it 10 years down the road that these social media dudes are clowns. They think these social media dudes are heroes. They think these social media dudes are what's happening in the real world. They don't realize like this shit is like the Cosby Show to them. This shit is like Video Soul to them. This shit is like Rap City to them. They didn't have any of that shit. None of it. They had none of it. So these social media dudes are the people who has like taken over that shit that we used to have.
So no 106 in Park, no Rap City,
No,
no
none.
no. I gotta look into this.
I'll tell you, man. Like once you see how real ridiculous this shit is, man. Like for real, dude, you would expect no less for people to be lost.
Well, it's clear social engineering to me.
Oh no,
It is
it
social
is
engineering.
social engineering, but like information is supposed to make you change shit. But what happens when you have such a reason resistant society? What do you do then?
Well, that was a discussion I was having the other night. me and Creative Solutions and lady, I forget her name. She was talking to me about social fluidity and that did not want people to be themselves. And I said, she said, why can't you just say yes or no? I said, because in our social construct right now, the powers that be are trying to, at one breath, supposedly bring the nuclear family back together and have a baby born.
Nah,
And then
nah,
the
that ain't
other side is trying to destroy the whole framework of it. So they are
nah, man. Like
so
that whole nuclear family shit is over with, man. You
done,
can't
huh?
have a nuclear family when you have sex worker adjacent women who's abusing, and I'm gonna use the word abuse, abusing these fucking men and leading them the fuck on, and that's kind of the only um, option
Is it
that they
because the
have.
men
It's
is it because the men don't have men to guide them properly? That's
correct, correct,
okay. So
correct.
no uncles, no fathers, no yeah.
Now you know
And I
we
you know when I started really seeing that probably about like 10 years ago when I kept
yes.
hearing you talk about uh um masculinity is under attack. I'm like, how can somebody attack your masculinity?
That's what
And
I'm
I should
saying,
have
bro.
been
Like, bro, and it's like you know when you're running into one of these dudes when they're
yeah.
claiming that feminism is so fucking powerful and that type of stupid shit, right? Like, no, and look, in a society where nearly every woman is sex worker adjacent, the women are supposed to be fucked up. They are, all right. And he says like it was even like this when I was in Germany. I seen like the actual opposite of it, where you gave men access to like the baddest of the bad bitches for like 40 marks or 25 fucking dollars. No dude
Mhm.
wanted no families and none of that shit. Once
They
they
just
got
want to fuck.
access to the easy fucking booty, it was a fucking wrap. And the women had to come in and nearly tackle a nigga off the fucking market with sex on the first night just to even get a dude to even look at him. Seriously, because this shit was so easy to get. Now, women can get attention from their opposite sex by just opening the door. It doesn't even matter what they look like, what they operate like, none of that shit. It doesn't even matter if they look good. It doesn't matter because there's so many people who's trying to get the fuck off the marketplace, and most women know this shit. They want to keep pretending like they don't know this shit, but it's a real problem, and I'm not sure how to get it back. I know how I survived. I had to make a cultural decision to step the fuck away from the shit and not complain about motherfuckers once I did leave.
So if I'm to understand this clearly, it's because the dudes have no guidance, no structure, no order, and
Yes,
they allow whatever, and they're allowing the freakiness to dominate. And
yes,
because of the
because it's so
freakiness,
fucking easy.
mm, so ain't
It's
no
so
point in
fucking
getting
easy.
married. Ain't no point in relationship.
No, no, no.
So
There's a point in relationships, but there's a point in relationships with people who have the mental stability for that shit. Most people don't have the mental stability for that.
right.
They're
So the
not. They're
exception proves the rule, right?
kind of.
Well,
I mean,
only the
like,
exception can add a relationship because the majority of these folks out here just freaking.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm talking about, dude. Like, all right. So I was talking to my niece, right? She was like, it's commonplace for a woman to fuck 70 niggas in the summer. Commonplace. Not special.
7?
Ni-
Did you say
Commonplace.
7?
70.
70. Yeesh.
Yes. Dude. Dude, these women are giving up that ass to like grown ups, motherfuckers with cars. Like, look, most of these women today, when I say sex worker adjacent, I'm talking about Instagram with booking info, teenagers and shit, who been fucking older motherfuckers, who been fucking motherfuckers with 401ks and all that shit. They've been doing that shit since 13 or 14 years old, right? So now you got the 13 and 14-year-old dudes who have no access to none of that shit. And if your family ain't got shit, right? So now you're seeing your inventory going to the highest bidder, and you ain't even made it out there to even start going to school or none of that shit yet. While everybody is ignoring this shit straight off to your fucking face, while this shit is going on, right? Trust me, it is not good out here for like a younger fucking dude. And
So
I tell
that's
my
why
like my
that's why the young cats is crashing out.
yeah, because um, eh, dude, I've seen this shit in my generation too. Like the women of who's damn near 50 now, who was giving that ass up 13, 14 years old to like gang members and older fuck niggas in the community and like older dudes who was like, and look, we had no fucking defense for a nigga with his shit slightly more together than you.
Oh,
And
because
then those motherfuckers have kids.
dudes were grown. If I could beat up the grown man that was taking a girl from high school, I'd have fought him.
Yeah, man. But
I'm in
that's
high school. She getting picked up by a dude in a drop Chevy.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck can you compete with that as a 13 or 14-year-old dude? And then these motherfuckers have kids at 18, 19 years old, and now those kids are grown now. Those kids who had them kids in high school, now these motherfuckers are grown, lost, and just fucking wild out here. So when they see like traditional masculinity, they act like a whole, like feminist bitch who's trying to shut that shit down. Like being independent and having your fucking shit together, dude. Hey man, them young dudes ain't trying to hear that shit. They want to hear, how do I get the pussy today in their setup? And that's how come they end up getting, fucked around by all these fraudulent ass men online and shit. Because to them, traditional masculinity is too fucking slow, and it doesn't really pay the fuck off. But they don't understand that most of your life experience is turning pussy the fuck down, whether you have your shit together or not. And they ain't trying to hear that shit because they ain't never had no experience. Because all the inventory has been used up and used in their face, and everybody's fucking lying to them, to include these online niggas who are also lying to them about shit.
But they prefer to lie.
They prefer to lie.
So
That's some shit that you can't get past.
I think it's the same both ways. Because basically, when I hear what they call BWE, Black Women Empowerment, it's like them women is saying, F these dudes, go to the range and learn jiu-jitsu.
No. Black women empowerment is manosphere for black women. The actual opposite of what the manosphere is for black women. Now, the reason why there didn't need to be a black women empowerment, because black women got to fuck whoever they wanted to, always, even now. If you got ugly bitches with feet pics and all this shit and all this fucking shit because dude are thirsty to fuck out and to do anything, there's no need for a black women empowerment. That's almost like saying like the 90s wasn't good to black women.
So, well, everybody was freaking in the 90s, but so.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So BWE is the manosphere
For women.
for women.
Yeah, like the Shira 7, the fucking Cynthia G, that shit for women.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What's her name? Yanni and Duchess, and that's interesting.
Yeah.
Manosphere, and then the sisterhood too.
Yeah. But see, the sisterhood shouldn't be complaining because they gave up that ass at a early age, and they could have stayed connected to motherfuckers who got their shit together, and they can also settle for niggas with their shit together today. But they've been through so many fucking men, it was too easy for them, and now they can't settle because one day that dude's gonna wake up and realize this fucking deal ain't worth it. I'm out of here. So the shit that they put themselves through.
But to me, the new queens and whatever that was slowly bred in front of our face. So that would be Amber Rose and Kardashians and all of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now we talking about what's her name, Melissa Ford. All of them is, and they talking about they don't need the male gaze no more.
I mean, if you think these women are skipping out on dick appointments, you're fucking crazy. These women,
for cost. Because I just got through listening to what's his name? What's his name? The Black TV 101. What's his name? They used to run all the he used to have all the debates with the black dudes on the corner.
Oh shit! I don't know where that is. Yeah.
His stuff it was called Black News 101. That's where Brother Polite was at.
Okay.
A young Pharaoh, Cyrus Seti. What the hell is that man name? But anyway, his wife be on this dude named Fatty Channel, and she was on there talking about these young ladies need to get their money. If you want a pretty girl and she look blah 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 blah, the way you do is I don't think you can meet nobody with no money. That's a dumb thing to even suggest that to young men is insulting. Because what it says is that he has
it's
no value other than being utility to somebody.
I mean, but the thing is that these dudes are so willing to be used if they got
Mm.
money. Like, so she's giving half of the situation away. That shit does work in culture societies, like having your shit together. But you can't compete with women who's been selling feet and toe picks and just unloaded on with a bunch of fucking attention, like raining multiple dicks upon them as soon as they leave the fucking house to when they come back home. They come online, they flooded with a bunch of nigga attention. Money is not gonna be able to get you past that. There's a lot of cultural run up that you're not gonna be able to get past. These people are already fucked up. It doesn't even matter the amount of money that you bring to the table. She would experience that shit like she experienced McDonald's, Burger King, or motherfucking Ruth Chris and just move on to the next dude. Why? Because she had so many fucking experiences so early when it came to fucking money. That money ain't gonna fucking satisfy her. No amount of money is gonna satisfy people who's been through this level of fucking abuse. No money is gonna satisfy them.
So it's like Prince said, maybe I'm just like my mother, she's never satisfied. I didn't
Yes.
necessarily think that you so yeah, then there's nothing new up under the sun. Only and then those older men, when they used to talk about stoicism, would just not argue with them and go bang somebody across town.
Or else, just do like me, just move on to another culture that isn't as fucked up yet, but it's going to eventually be fucked up soon.
Mm. So you see it everywhere.
Yeah,
Creepy.
yeah. And it's like, just weak men allow this shit to happen, right? Like you don't see this shit, well, not in the American Muslim community. You probably don't see it, but like that's why I had to make a cultural decision to date a Muslim of another motherfucking country. To where that shit is not possible. Where motherfuckers do get honor killed for stepping outside the family unit. I had to make sure somebody was from that type of culture to even attempt this shit. Otherwise, there was no real reason to be settling for anything.
Well,
But if I
they
wanted to,
attack they attack those men also. They say you're not strong enough to create a culture or a man class, so you have to go to another man's class to get a
good,
woman to listen.
good. I didn't come here to solve everybody's problems in the culture, and I would never settle or even talk to a woman longer than 5 minutes or would say some shit like that. Because
Mm,
like the women in my wife's culture would beat a bitch head off if she ever said that shit to a man. The women come together to beat that bitch's face in.
mm.
You don't ever get to say no shit like that to a man without getting your fucking head smashed in, right? There is no, I'm just gonna nut up and say some shit that would clearly get me killed. Like, no, that shit don't happen in like strong Muslim cultures and shit. But then again, I got to bring the productivity piece and the order to the household shit to the table too. So I can't just be around fucking whoever because the motherfuckers would put my ass in the fucking oven as well. So it isn't just one sided, right?
Mm.
But people don't want to live under that type of brutality or enforce brutality to make sure that shit works. I grew up in a type of situation like that in Mississippi. So it isn't new to me per se because I've seen motherfuckers kicked out the family. I've seen what happened when women are stripped of shit and told to fucking leave, bow down, or get the fuck out of here. I've been there when the dude got a bitch pregnant and he was like on some so what shit, and then all of a sudden the counselor cousins come together and beat this motherfucker into a coma, and they rather kill this motherfucker than fucking. And
Hey
I'm like,
y'all,
look,
the words of Man of Tomorrow.
oh,
No more people
sorry about that. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, sorry.
delete,
Yeah,
unalive. Yeah.
yeah. So
That used to be the thing, though. Shotgun weddings.
yeah, I mean, like
Right?
that's the culture I come from, though, and it's like even these new dudes, I have nothing in common with most of these dudes who call themselves men because they give off this kind of, you know, been around too many aunties type energy, and their masculinity is so performative. It ain't got shit to do with enforcing order. It's all about performance buck dancing, and I can't be around nothing like that, man. It make me feel less than as a dude, even being around somebody who's like that. But
Listening to it, huh?
this dude, I can't even listen to it. I can't even be around it. I mean, it's almost like a violation, even when I go home for like, Thanksgiving and Christmas and 4th of July, which I limited to just that. In interaction. There's a lot of pre-brief. There's a lot of post-brief. You got to make sure ain't nobody, giving out no phone numbers, so that you don't tell people what we're doing. None of that. 'Cause,
Mm.
because like I have a lot of women on my dad's side of the family, and if the manosphere ever found out who those people were, those are people that you should complain about. We're talking about women walking around looking like uh, Pam Grier, lost 7 or 8 kids, and you still got dudes wrapped around the corner still trying to be with her. She
Mm.
never left the community. People still lined up trying to be with her. Call the police on people, kill people. None, she's still
Yeah,
in the community.
unalive, unalive, unalive,
Yeah,
unalive.
yeah, 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 yeah. Unlike, yeah. So it's
Um,
like, yeah, so it's like that. That's what it is, right? And it's like, I don't know how these dudes get out of this stuff without completely separating. Because most of these women here, they're trying to protect the system that's already here. They're not trying to make things better. They're trying to hold on to the power that they got that's here. And a lot of these men are going to help them keep that system, even if they don't get anything out of it. Because you have to understand that overall change really gets rid of them. And they don't want to be getting rid of them. They think it's their time to shine right now. So when they're talking about black culture, they're talking about another type of culture. They're
oh
not
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about what we grew up with.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
that was a conversation I was having the other day. Also, when I was talking about the community, I was explaining to them as calm as I possibly could. Yeah, this is not the same culture. And the
No, it's
other
not.
thing is that
It's nowhere near it.
the idea of the black community is just women and children.
Yes,
I said
women
they
and
showed
children.
that in the middle of the vid when Time, Rolling Stones, and Newsweek was all women. The only man you saw was a picture of George Floyd on a woman's chest with her holding her baby, and it was all. I think it was Lizzo was on one. The other one was some rappers, and then it was this picture of these women, one woman with a daughter in her arm holding her son, and a man of George Floyd picture on her. I mean, I don't think they understand the symbolism. That literally, and then at that same round, about that same time was the same time when Ice Cube went to try to talk to Claudia Jordan and Lisa Ray and
For what reason? Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
I've
that
seen that.
platinum plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just too many big blatant things that's happening that says that uh, actual masculinity is a joke.
No,
They don't
I
really
mean,
give a
because
damn about it.
right now, if you all right, I know how hard it sounds, but you have to look at it through their point of view. What is the use for men right now? If they got simps that can give them money, they ain't got to give them anything back. They'll give them kids. They don't even care about being a father to their kids. They don't need men. They don't need them.
Yeah, but they're literally
No,
on
no, no.
show
They
after
need
show
resources of men.
after show after show saying they really want a man, a real man. They really want a man. But then you
No.
listen to them describe their real man. They talking about resources. They want the
Yes,
best man.
yes. They want a quiet dude to sit in the corner to produce everything for her. Like what she wants is bank account balance with no face, no smell, no cologne, no nothing. What they want is hands out. This okay. So what are you putting in on the community? Like what do you have on my 40 homie? That's what they mean by
Mm.
community. When women are talking about community, they're talking about your resources. Because a real community that they don't understand, a real community reciprocates. Reciprocation is the hallmark of an actual community. Like
Yeah,
me.
reciprocity. It's
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
right.
it's supposed to be
Yeah.
generational all the way around. So I was talking to him the other day about generational homes, and that it used to be it wasn't just generational, it was also a community outside of it. So it was I used to live with my grandmother, my uncle, my mother, my brothers, and my sister. So it was multi-generations in there. It wasn't no
Yeah.
latchkey.
Yeah,
I
same
come
here.
home and
Yeah.
nobody there. So and then outside of that, it was the church family of my grandmother and other people. So it was hard to mess up because I could be way in Hayward somewhere, and one of my grandmother's church members or something seen me doing something.
Oh yeah, man. Like, we had the bacon ass whooping in our community, man. Like my grandmother knew how to bake, and if you came home and she was baking a cake, somebody was getting their ass whooped. That's exactly what it was. You know, you got snitched on. Or my grandmother was always baking a cake for whoever snitched on somebody, and you wouldn't know because you know she used to beat your ass while your ass was asleep, make your ass think you got away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that like you have to well you do see it, but they're not trying to protect black culture right now. They're trying to enforce simp culture. They're trying to put this simp crown on people's heads. And they're so bought into the fact that they don't need men at this point that they only look at you as resources. They only like when a woman talk about community, she talk about getting her homegirls taken care of. She's trying to get her homegirls' kids taken care of. She's not trying to reciprocate with a dude giving up resources. That stuff's a foreign concept to a modern woman. And they think they're so slick when they pushing that nonsense, and it's like, man, this stuff is crazy. And I don't give them the benefit of the doubt of even act like they don't know what's going on. I just like, look, this is what they mean when they're here. That's why women ain't talk about nothing but relationships and compliance from men, all men. And dudes jump up there, you know, they give they auntie energy to these women that don't give a damn about them, whatever. You know, they just agree with everything because, you know, that's what they, you know, simp sperm donor has actually done for them and set them up with an actual improper masculinity output kind of standard. And it's like, look, man, not only do you got to get your stuff together, but you got to not give your resources up to people who are not worth it and people who are not deserving of it. You got to cut this stuff clean. These people are not part of black culture. They have become their own subculture onto itself, and they do not need men at this point in time. I understand why they don't need men because they can get resources for anybody. They can get attention from anybody.
So that would seem like to me then men who understand and recognize men should be supporting men, but they complaining about women and supporting women. They look for panels with a bunch of women on there,
Yes,
so they could throw a bunch of money. I don't get it, but I don't want to lie. I do get it, but they be talking like they understand. Because to me, I look at these men, they be talking, and when they say stuff like, I'm a real man. Well, why is he simping like this?
Yeah, I mean, performing masculinity.
And if all this stuff is whatever you say it is, why are you going for it? And then they'll say, "Hey man, you got to give him some money, man. You got a trick, man. You might as well go ahead and buy some pussy, man." What?
Now, I'm not against that as long as you're getting something in return. But these dudes ain't even got enough sense to do that. They just come here, empty out the pockets, and just roll out with nothing. You know, and it's like, you know, like, okay, so you're older than me. So remember like the women sitting down, the card tables, the kids that was by the women at the card tables, you know, the dudes who was go fetch the cigarettes, go fetch the gum, to go fetch the whatever from the corner store. They think that's what masculinity is. Sitting there, a whole bunch of women fucking cackling, and that's what they think masculinity is. It's just being around women, it being of use to women, but never getting shit out of women on a reciprocal level. And I can't talk to dudes who do that. And it's like, you see it here. You can see any woman that she could just pull up, lipstick on, tits out, 10,000 motherfuckers on the panel, dudes up there doing their performative masculinity, yup shit, while you got the black women empowerment motherfuckers up there just collecting money off of just being a woman, off of just fucking existing. Shit's crazy. And then they have the nerve to talk about community and shit. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? This community is only one-sided, one way for one group of people. And they're trying to turn their boys into simps. They're not trying to let their dudes be raised by some dude who's not going to allow them to do that shit. Now, you used to have this kind of divide in the manosphere probably like 10 years ago with working class dudes, and then you had like the Angry Man crew who was on some talking about killing 2/3 or unaliving 2/3 of productive men, so that way we can take care of a whole bunch of street dudes' kids. He said that shit. Everybody knows he said that shit.
Angry
Him
Man.
and Charles, yes, dude was literally called the 2/3 policy, where they was gonna make productive, actual masculine men come back and rescue all these women, leftover women in the community, and they was gonna divide up men who were left between to to take care of a whole bunch of kids that ain't theirs. And then like you had like the working class dudes who was like, "Hey man, f that." And then all of a sudden there was a business decision that was made to do a whole bunch of sep talk, to just bring in a whole bunch of these dudes and just run a culture war. It became about views, it became about money, super chats, and keeping these dudes stuck rather than progress. I mean, it started with the Kevin Samuels shit, but they was all on it. Obsidian was on it, Angry Man was
Well.
on it.
Kevin was an amalgamation of BGS and Ron Wells and
Yes.
Symphony P, and
Yeah, he was.
he was just everybody just bottled into one with a suit and a nice background. Because when I first saw him, he was talking about. Listen, when I first saw him, it was like a nerdy Hugh Hefner.
Correct.
He was
And
talking
nobody
about
was listening to
selling
him,
stereo-
nor
no,
talking to
nobody
him,
was listening to him. As
nor
he was
nothing.
selling stereo equipment and talking about leather chairs and smoke coats, and then he flipped it. I remember when he was first talking to dudes, and he just said he was fed up with that. He gave that up all the way together. He said, "How can you be walking around smelling like onions? Clothes you've been wearing however many days, black and mild, hair ain't combed, and when you go outside and really see them, well, we got one in the space that's you not, but then look who we met."
Hey man,
Listen,
listen, man.
y'all, hit the Cash App, y'all. This is abusive because I don't believe in none of this stuff. I be on multiple panels listening to people say stuff that be crazy to me. And this dude's really ready to crash out behind, sitting in a wet spot after everybody ran the train on her talking about why you calling her a bitch.
Man, but this subculture is gonna die hard, man. I ain't worried about it.
Well, what's left to die? Because
No,
if we're talking about, the out of the home movement, and it's been 50 years of that, what's left to die? If the dudes are already predisposed because of 70% of them come out of single parent homes, fatherless homes, and those fathers
I
that
think
may
it's
have been around.
way higher than some 70%, man. I think it's way higher than that, bro. Like 85, but probably is a good.
So I
Thing is,
definitely sound like a dinosaur. Because when they be up here talking about, you got to do this, you got to no. But if you already doing it, and you telling yourself that you think that you're masculine, that's an even more horrible situation.
oh yeah, because most of the men that they around and that they listen to are talking from this perspective, like they are men, and then they actually get around men, and then they reject that because what they've been around has been a security blanket. They don't even know that it's been a security blanket of nonsense that they've been around, right? They don't even know that. I'm not worried about it. As long as these dudes ain't having multiple kids. I'm
But they
good with it.
are. Well, birth rates are down now.
Oh yeah.
But
Now the
the
women have
people that
wised
are
up.
having
They
babies,
already have control over the community or whatever, so they don't need, you know, dudes like they needed to. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just going. I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to get somebody better than somebody who's listening to a Lizzo or Cardi B or multiple Beyonce albums, and bro, you out of your mind if you want to trust your future to somebody who's been raised off that type of shit. But end of the day, they destroyed the community because they didn't want men. They wanted their resources. They wanted simps. They already had their men. They already had their chosen men. And the men do worship the hell out of them, even though they're not worth it. So it's
I
kind of like,
remember dude name now, Sonetta's wife.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Her name is Nepal, or was one of his wives. He's supposed to got multiple of them. Yeah, Sonetta. I thought everybody knew who Sonetta was.
Oh man, son, that is like 15, 20 years ago for me when I first started listening to him. And then I woke up and found out that all pro blacks are full of shit and pieces of shit. Especially if they don't have a voting component to them or actually have a record of trying to change shit in their community and asking for shit for other communities. Like, nah, man. I mean, my grandfather really separated me from that shit. Because all my uncles was like Sarah Sudin Seti, Brother Polite, really well spoken dudes who was just charming women out of their box and just dropping babies. They wasn't doing shit for the community. Whatever. They're just running their peen through the church or whatnot. These women were willing participants or whatever. But I mean, you grow up and you just realize, hey man, you don't let them back in. Like the women my age right now who still look damn good and they can't find no takers because they got 6 or 7 kids or their attitude is like Lisa Ray or something like that. A lot of dudes are just stepping off, regardless of how they look. And they're not used to that. That's new to them. Should have been new to them from the first beginning, but a bunch of weak dudes decided to run in and make deals, make kids, kept giving them what they want, and now we got what we got now. And now we have a bunch of those kids that was raised without male leadership who are actually rejected to male leadership, and you can't really mess with them either. So I
Yeah,
don't know what you do.
it's a dangerous proposition because they're rebelling. They've been taught to reject authority.
Yeah, reject
You
masculinity,
be
reject
authoritative.
authority. Yeah,
Be
all
authoritative.
that shit. They've been taught to reject the very thing that they can benefit off of. The very thing that can make them
Yeah.
free of this entire situation, they reject. And then they go back under that, wing of the auntie energy and the simp community and the black women. Like to them, black women empowerment is the masculinity. Letting her run things and you just provide resource and whatnot, that is masculinity to them. The only thing they need to be man enough to do is put another baby in somebody that don't need it and get completely ran over by her and all that kind of other stuff. So I just try to understand what's happening, but not really accept it. Because, you got to learn how to, gauge what's the proposition of even trying to even going in and trying to rescue these dudes with actual information because they have to reject everything that they ever know. And that's very hard for a person who's been, I will use the word radicalized, but it's more socialized than radicalized. They have to give up everything that they know and that they were taught. And that's like coyotes caught in traps have to chew to their own, limbs to be free. That's what it's like. Hearing the non-acceptance of everything that they ever known and loved. They love that position.
To be abused. So they
Yes.
so they run in to be abused.
hmm Abuse is normal to them, man. It's very normal.
Charleston said he got a wife, a mistress, and a girlfriend. He said he ain't been home and he don't know how long. He have no intention of going back because all she does is try to annoy him. And then he keeps the other girl because of mistress sometimes. So
Charleston
to me,
who?
pretty much,
Charleston, who, somebody in the chat or?
Charleston White is a
Oh, fuck Charleston White, man. I ain't fuck with nobody that dumb and sound that fucking stupid. I can't fuck
well, when I listen to him, because I do listen to him, I think he's just saying anything to go viral a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but at the same time, the things that he's saying, some of it, is just whatever. But when he talk about the daddy and the nigga and the people that raised him, when he talk about his mother, had a good job. He was raised up in a good home. She protected him from everything. He said he learned everything he learned from TV. And then his uncles and other people.
Get out. Nah, I don't believe that.
You don't think that Juice and Boys in the Hood and Sugar Hill and all them black exploitation movies that ran
Minister
from the
Society?
70s to the 90s? Yeah.
Dude, nobody was raised out Minister Society, man. Minister Society was entertainment.
Minister
it was a
Society,
choice.
but Minister Society was the second generation of black exploitation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The first generation of it was Superfly and Mac and Cotton Goes to Harlem and
Oh yeah.
And then all the black cats on TV shows like Hunter and all them was all snitches. Huggy Bear was a snitch. Spoonie James was a snitch. So that's what Hollywood had to offer. That's why Robert Townsend made Hollywood Shuffle. Then you got to understand that like Blade saved Marvel, Shaft saved Hollywood, Living Color saved Fox, created Fox, and all of that stuff was just a reiteration of the same blaxploitative type of thing. So you think about, so you had Jamie Foxx in a wig as Wanda. You had Keenan and Damon playing pimp. I mean, even Robert Townsend when they had his HBO specials. Most of that stuff was like imitating, soap operas and old pimp sketches. And so my thing is, you see all of that, and then you look at what's out in the street. So the people come back from the '68 drama, and they on morphine, and then you got the hippie thing going on, and the drugs and the alcohol and the pimping, and so to me, it's just more of the same. Just
It is.
this
You
version.
reach the age of reason where you know that stuff's a choice. It's not a social obligation to engage in that, even if you're raised around. I was raised around too. Like you can go what 2 blocks from my grandparents' house and you can see all that stuff. They told you not to deal with it. They told you not to engage in it. There was even people in my family who was like up in it, and they told you not to deal with it. And the people who did, you just left them alone.
Well, those same people made it seem attractive.
Oh yeah,
Very people that would
sure
say,
did.
"Oh, so you ever hear a bunch of church people talking about HBO real sex and hookers at the point?" I'm like, how do you know about that? Especially when you're supposed to be like a holier than thou person. It's just like a lot of fronting and faking.
It was. It was.
So now when you look at the church is a void of men, or at least masculinity.
Yeah,
So
you don't need
it's like
church
where
to
where
actually
where
have it.
where did all the so-called men go? And then I also see like the Willie Lynch letter thing is really real because there's a bunch of dudes that's physically strong, but they mentally weak. Yeah, you buffed them motherfucker, look like you'll knock down anything, shoot up everything and all that other stuff. But where's at the end of the day, people used to do that and they owned, detail shops, barber shops, restaurants. Where's all of that at? Because all that stuff got snatched up, and when they was doing these bust of the kingpins, let's take all their stuff. Maybe one of them made a decision and put it in some body's name, and after they got done with a 25-year bid, that even got taken. Just sort of neglect. Nobody
Nah,
kept it
bro.
up, took care of it.
Nah, bro. As soon as they got locked up, man, 3, 4 years and place shut down. Like all the clubs and restaurants, as soon as they got cleaned up off the streets, 3, 4 years and stuff got shut down. The ladies fuck off the money or whatever. Yeah, that's what I saw. But at the end of the day, man, people made that decision to want that to be their culture. They could have did something different. There was definitely different ideas out there. They just wanted to do what was easy. And falling into that subculture was indeed easy. So you gotta leave them out there, man. I don't. I say close enough to understand what's going on, just in case you can be able to help some of these dudes out. But you can't bring them too close, man, because they don't want to see what's really going on, and they've rejected the purpose of getting up out of there, and they rejected all that, man. Like right now with some of the younger, way younger dudes, you can't tell the difference between because now these people are working class now. They're working class fakes now. Dudes will be on all this nonsense now, and you can't really help them, man. You just gotta let these women fertility window close. They can't really appeal to any other women. And that's just it, man. Time for us to go back to being the minority group and not a whole lot of us around. Because what's here, I don't want nothing to do with for the most part.
Sounds a little doom and gloomy.
Dude, hell of a lot of hope with that, man. At the end of the day, man, the dudes that I'm around, the kids that I'm trying to create and separate from this nonsense in my own family, have a lot of hope for them dudes, man. Lot of, because I'm involved. I'm involved. It isn't just doom and gloom and I ain't doing nothing. Like, no, I'm actively involved in making sure these people have good outcomes and separating from their nothing as parents, even if they are my brothers and sisters, man. That truth can go a long way. They just got to accept it, or else see they as being left behind. And that's why I see most of these people change when they see themselves being left behind. They're still in the community, still being betrayed, still giving up simp energy and attention, still trying to brag about their masculinity because they finally got access to it, ran through just crazy, dumb stuff that don't need to be happening, man. But you got to leave them out there. And you got to be able to have the ability to create more of yourself. Now, you're not going to outpace what's already here.
That's the
But
thing.
yeah, you're not going to outpace that, man. Like, bro, my grandfather was telling me, like, in the 80s about how these people was going to grow up and how this thing was going to end up. Because these dudes was willing to put kids in base heads and all that shit, man. There was a time even 10 years ago. We was talking about that, and a lot of dudes kind of blew up at people in the manosphere. What do you mean we can't fuck crackheads? Serious, bro. People was on that type of time, man. They didn't care who they got with. As long as they got some. As long as they stayed to get some. Doesn't matter. There was a time period for that weird ass shit too. Where dude was talking about freely that this is my stuff here. I'm not leaving because this is what I got access to. Like,
That's another movie. That's South Central. That's
yeah,
that's Dead Presidents. That's both of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
You done came back home from the war, and your wife
Oh
is
yeah.
with the
Oh
pimp,
god. Yeah.
and then you came back from prison, and your wife is with the pimp, and you got to go get your son back, and now he tied up in the gangs that you once. In fact, you was the toughest dude in the gang. Went to jail, came back, wanted to change around. Then the gang that you went to jail for gave your son a weapon and told your son to shoot you. That's a hell of a. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if people really pay attention to this stuff out here. You are you weak because you don't want to be a man. A real
Correct.
masculinity is all that black exploitation shit.
Yeah.
So
No, they just subculture of blackness, man. And I have to tell them that, hey, man, I'm not helping you keep this stuff afloat. I'm not trying to help you get with none of these people who are sex worker adjacent who's just using you for shit. I just got to let you down the vine, bro. I can't stomp this shit another for another generation, bro. End of the day, we're not going to be able to out procreate what these people have left here.
oh
We can
no
help the
what?
people that are here, and if they
I
reject it,
know.
you gotta let them go, man.
And then we are the pinata for everybody. If anybody want to get mad, hey, go thump one of them.
Yeah, and man, well, let me get back to the road, man. I'm on
Salute.
trying to hit
Thanks
up
for
this
coming through.
Oregon back to the East Coast.
Shout
Yeah, I
out.
got a long road. Lot. All right, man. Well, it was good coming up talking to you, man.
Peace, peace, peace. Be good.
All right, cool, man. All right, later.
Yeah. Um, yeah, y'all. So we gotta pivot like a motherfucker. Cause yeah, I mean, I could have these conversations, but I just can't relate. I can't relate. I mean, if we don't look at each other as family, and brothers and sisters, and whatever else, and it's comfortable, it's I don't know what it is. I truly don't. I hear people talking about designated times and no. You just simply support the people that you align with. Don't just sit there and watch. Because what you literally are doing, you're watching the disintegrate. And these conversations don't need to be contentious like that. But I know people love the drama. I know they love the drama, but understand that ramifications of that. Understand what you're allowing to just, in front of your face. So when people be like, don't you think that? No, I don't. No. Not that complicated. All that old stuff didn't work. Nobody was trying to do. So what is the old stuff? That's why people need to be very specific about exactly what it is that they're saying. Because we can't talk casually as if we're talking about the same thing. We are not. We're not talking about the same thing. And I'm willing to have a conversation with folks without chewing them up alive, even when they say some goofy stuff. You can't read, or you don't this, and you don't got enough money, and you're not tall, and you're not. Why? And see, that's the thing. When I see dudes crash out, I'd be like, why do you care what this person you're not building anything with says? And that's the other thing. Multiple people that have listened to me, I'm consistent on what it is I'm saying. I don't know why people care about. How can you, as a person over the age of 25, unless you ignored all the work you need to do, because maybe you need therapy and all this other stuff, care about what other people got to say about you? And all the cliches I can say, you already know. You're not going to lose no women chasing after money. And you worked all that hard to get that money. So why you going to give it away to a bitch? And why wouldn't y'all be working in accord with each other? And in the current times we live in, why would you want to be? What's the man who tried to break through the damn mountain? John Henry. Can y'all hit that Cash App though? Support the channel. The Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. Break the chains. Support the people. I mean, unless you just like drama. I'll allow a little bit of drama, but I'm going to give my little word in edgewise, but I'm not going to be long-winded. Because since I came here, I said, I'm not trying to change nobody. Be who you are, but identify as exactly who you are. Stop suggesting that you really want to do the work that's necessary to make things work properly. And the society we in, it is very hard for me to tell somebody, male or female, to be this good person when everything is telling you to be bad. Do the wrong thing, not the right thing, not Spike Lee. They literally hit the channel the other day for who knows what. And I did read the damn email that they sent me. It said nothing other than you violated something. And they said what the show was. So the show was reacting to, let me see, we were checking out some little shorts that was funny. Then we followed that up with I don't think we ever got to Yada Awakening. I don't even think we got to it. So that's the thing. I do not know. I really don't know. But it's very interesting. And then, this stuff is like wishy-washy. It's wonky. So, we got to revamp, redo some stuff, come a different direction. Let me see. And then I watch some people channel, I guess because it's news, they'll just play news and run the numbers up to get the watch hours in. I guess, tell people to subscribe. Whatever it is you got to do to get the numbers up. But at the same time, you got to have the same content and energy Also, because I don't really got no beef with nobody because I don't care. That may work against me because I don't want to get into no back and forth with somebody that don't even make no damn sense. These folks don't even make no damn sense. It is no reason to even argue. A lot of times when folks come after me, I just have a conversation about what are you coming at me for? We get a panel of people, we examine what it is being talked about me, and then I go, y'all can see this. What is he talking about? While whoever the person is outraged. It's fake outrage. It's fake as I don't know what. And then we had the people that come through to just look. Nightish, when you coming on? I'll be on every day. Sometimes I pop on like I'm popping on early right now. I'm from midnight to 6. But every day. It's a trip because like folks be like, how old are you, Nightish? I tell them I'm 56. Oh, the OG, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but I don't think that has anything to do. Why isn't it inspiring that, a person not walking around here at 56 sounding doom and gloom like these young folks? What are y'all doom and gloom about? Isn't everything working for you right now? And if it's not, why don't you have a standard? And why don't you stay consistent with that standard? Because again, you'll have moments like we having right now. We here, we telling people support the channel because you here. Why not? But yeah, that threw me for a loop. That last channel, but then maybe I need to read, the details a little bit closer, be more specific. But yeah, I just can't keep paying for all of this stuff while people just love your production, love your prove it. Come on earlier, prove it. Let me see. Do I have that? Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, I like this one. Let's go to that one. That'd be the thing I be forgetting. I'm looking for the damn. Let me see. Yeah, we gotta pivot, go another direction. That one is called Oakland Money. I think the other one is called something else. Let's see. Nightish, don't do this. And Nightish, don't do that. Oh, Good Numbers. That's what it's called. I remember now. Good Numbers. This is what we want to hear.
Hey. Hey. Good job. You already know. Numbers up. Energy right. Good numbers only, I don't deal with stress. Nah. Fresh out the shower, still smell like success. Yeah. Organic habits, I invest in my health. True. Mine on the money, but I'm moving with finesse. Good numbers only, everything legit. No shortcuts, I built all this brick by brick. Smooth conversation, I don't argue, I just dip. If it ain't about the growth, I ain't involved in it. Early morning lemon water, then I hit the road. Phone slapping, playing plays, that's another load. I don't brag, I just let the results show. While they chasing hype, I'm investing in the growth. Nice pace, I ain't rushing, I got time today. Every move calculated, that's a smarter way. Had to cut a couple people, they was in the way. Nice clear vision, I could see a better day. Like dinner, salmon plate with the greens on it. Still grinding, even when a team on it. You can't fake discipline, you gotta lean on it. And if it ain't authentic, I don't lean on it. A couple streams of income, that's a different vibe. While they waiting on a check, I got it multiply. Stay solid, keep it player, that's the only code. Good numbers, good energy, that's the only mode. Good numbers only, I don't deal with stress. Fresh out the shower, still smell like success. Organic habits, I invest in my health. Mine on the money, but I'm moving with finesse. Good numbers only, everything legit. No shortcuts, I built all this brick by brick. Smooth conversation, I don't argue, I just dip. If it ain't about the growth, I ain't involved in it. Top floor view, city lights looking different now. Used to dream about it, I'm living in it now. Still humble, but the vision getting bigger now. Every dollar got a purpose when I spend it now. Cold pressed juice, sit right by the dashboard. Cruise control, I ain't worried what they mad for. They be chasing validation, I don't ask for it. I just stay consistent, let the work score it. Can't rush greatness, gotta let it build. Stack slow, stay solid, that's a better deal. Seen a lot of people lose it chasing high.
Yeah, we got a scale pivot. What up, Lord ADS? Yeah, man. Shout out to the shout outs. We got to pivot, man. Or I gotta do some more reading because maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but we're gonna do a little bit of pivoting. Because it's gonna be about this music, these thumbnails, these visuals, scaling up. Because this right here is for the birds. It is not about fighting. It's not about warring. It's not about what they call in these streets beefing. We're supposed to be supporting each other. Supposed to be. Come up on the panel, add value. I pop up on other people's panels, have value. They support the situation. I support the situation. Go back and forth, right? Reciprocity. And then we're supposed to break up out of the algorithm. We're not supposed to be stagnant. So yeah, pivots. As we explain through the details. What's going on, Deucey? And that's the thing. So when I hear like Men of Tomorrow just saying, the thing of it is a lot of dudes be doing all this tricking on the females, but they're supposed to be supporting their brothers. Y'all see tonight, y'all. Listen, I'm not saying break yourself. I understand there's hard times out here. Gas is $7 where I'm at. I don't have a vehicle right now, so I don't have to suffer through that. And I ain't got a lot of places I'm going. But what that got to do with? Well, we got a few people here. Send $2. Send $2. Let's see if we can get my guy Deucey. Hit the Cash App, Deucey. $KNIGHT. I popped up here to explain that I don't know what happened the other day with the damn strike that I got and the warning that I got about reacting to damn Killer Mike and 3D Nati. Even Lord ADS, send me $2. We going low today. Let's see if we can get the brothers to support the brothers. Where is everybody at? This is a Thursday evening. Where are all the people? Is there some drama happening I'm missing? Because that's usually where people are, where there's a whole bunch of fighting. But I would see that. I don't see nobody. I don't see nothing happening. Pretty tame. It's all you didn't know. In fact, I don't see nobody live or nothing. Maybe they buried in the Discord or something. I don't know. I can't hang out in the Discord too long. I don't be getting it. Why not just start a stream? And now they got me shell shocked. What did they hit me for? And then I be hearing all these. It's very interesting. Nia Long, Lisa Ray. Look at all of these folks, all the OG. To throw hands. Yeah, this is very interesting. It's a whole lot of waiting. Yeah, that MOT, that almost hit me the same way that Rufus be hitting me. Because it's like y'all just saying the dudes ain't got no power at all. And then everybody's just sitting around watching. But that's the best time to kick somebody when they're down, but everybody just sitting around watching. What's to become of him? That ain't how you supposed to do it, brother. And then they say the information, just give it away for free. All of these shows are just all sound like the same. It is an echo chamber. All of them sound the same. Maybe I need to learn from it and just go ahead and start what they call it, parroting. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'll look at the other folks do it, but I just can't do it. I can't parrot. And then it seems like it's just not that complicated. But if they're saying that the women have won and there's nothing you can do but just be utility, just shut up and trick. Let me see. Damn. They might need to go watch me some old TV. Go watch me some Heat of the Night or something. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to save it. The OG said, practice some silence and see what they do. I think Lord ADS and Ducey may have just came to say, what's up and bounce. Because I can't believe they heard the request of hit the Cash App and didn't do nothing. We in the building, y'all. Let me see. Let me do this. The man said he got hit for something he did a while ago. So let me do this. Let me do this right here. Let me do this. Let me go to this show.
Like I'm shitting on American westernized women.
No. You don't have to qualify. You can speak your opinion.
Yeah, it's because women from my mother's country, and then I also see Hispanic women work a job and still tend to their family and their man.
Yeah.
Now that's why I said you can, because working is not a masculine thing. Everybody has to work. So I don't. So, and if the job is available to you, this is one thing I'm seeing here in New York area. I'm seeing a lot of them Hispanic folks coming up here. They ain't really working hard, but I'm seeing the women doing the, the little flag holding, what they call that job, where they be, be waving traffic and shit on the construction site.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing that shit. I seen and a large, and besides also the stud black chicks, for whatever reason, they go into that line of work, I guess because they pay better. The Hispanic women, a lot of stud chicks. So
okay.
I don't see working as a masculine thing.
Okay, so let me go with this one. Tell me if you heard this before. I think the great Khalid Muhammad said this. They robbed you of your religion. They robbed you of your culture. They robbed you of your God. And many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our mind. Have you ever heard that? It's on Public Enemy. Khalid Muhammad said.
It does sound familiar. I'm free, but it does sound familiar.
It's the beginning of Night of the Living Baseheads on Public Enemy's It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back.
Mm-hmm.
So if our black culture was robbed from us, we don't have our own food and everything else. We don't have no clue of who we used to be, right? Those people you're talking about are culture, and they still have their culture.
Let's bring up Lord ADS. What's going on, Mr. ADS?
What up, Nighty?
Nothing much, man. We just going through it. We got a strike and a warning.
For what?
Huh? I don't know. I was watching 3D Nazi and Killer Mike interview, and next thing I know, the counter went to 0. I went to check it. They punished me on this channel for the couple of days. Y'all didn't see me, and on the other channel, it's still locked down.
Wow, man. They seem like they're after you for some odd reason.
I mean, it is what it is. We just got to revamp. I got to do something other than just, because I thought I was following the rules. You're just supposed to reinvent them. You're supposed to stop it and give, a reaction. And I read the stuff when they give you the little, strike. They give you this little test you got to go through. I go through that with all green colors, so I did that. So I peeled it as soon as it happened that same night. They came back today and said, nope. You still violated third party something. So I got to find out who the hell was the third party. Was it Killer Mike? Because that's what got me hit on the other channel. Then I came over here and was pausing it even shorter. Because I like 3D Nazi. She's right now living van life. So she's an actual rapper that books shows, and she's living in a van. She's independent. And they was talking about her, Currency, Jean Grey, Rhapsody. Do you know any of these people?
Yeah, they some of the new cats, right? Jean Grey.
Wow, Jean Grey was like around about the time of Jay Electronica and them. So that was like 2008, 9, something like that. Currency used to be with Wiz Khalifa. He's like a real laid back weed rapper. You know, they got the weed rappers. Have you heard of them? That would be like Wiz Khalifa, Currency, what's the name? My boy from Texas, Devin the Dude, you know, Cypress Hill, Snoop. So they got that real laid back player type stuff. Like that song I just played. It's not gangsters, you know, it's kind of like laid back weed rap. Or did you hear? Were you here when I was playing that song?
A little bit of it. I didn't hear all of it though.
Yeah, it's called what's the name of it? I'll be forgetting. There's so many of them. That's why I said I gotta revamp. It's called Good Numbers. We'll play a little bit of it again.
Chasing how I feel. I just play it smart, keep it calm, keep it real. Now smooth talk, big plays, quiet wins. No noise, just results when I step in. Whole lifestyle clean, that's the best flex. Good numbers only, I don't do the stress. Good numbers only, I don't do the stress. Fresh out the shower, still smell like success. Organic habits, I invest in my health. Mind on the money, but I'm moving with finesse. Yeah. Good numbers. Good energy.
I don't think Lord ADS listens to rap music, but I make all kind of music. Because I listen to all kind of music. Big band, jazz, rock, everything. I think my favorite song lately has been it's called Man, Woman, and Child. Matter of fact, I think I got a video of it. We'll bring that other video back in a second. Video, Man, Woman, and Child. Where is that at? We got to look here.
Oh, I don't know, Nice. On the R&B side of it lately, brother, I've been stuck with my Bilal and D'Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Some Weekend, right? You know, so
Yeah, I like Bilal.
a lot of new stuff though.
I like Bilal.
Yeah. That brother's straight. You know, like I said, D'Angelo always been one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Voodoo, probably the best album.
Rest in
One of
peace.
the best albums of all time.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
yeah.
Hey, man, ooh, D'Angelo and Angie Stone. Rest in-
Yeah. Angie Stone too.
Well, you know she was married to him, right?
Yeah, at one point. Yeah. Was they still married?
I don't know if they were still married, but I remember one point they were. But yeah, both of them great. Great inspirational music.
Yeah. Just good listening music, right? You can ride to it. You know what I'm saying? Feel good. You know what I'm saying? While you're out and about doing your thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that type of stuff.
That's what I said. I think my favorite is my song, but it's my favorite song lately has been this.
Listen now, listen. Listen now, listen. Man wakes up with the weight of the world on his back, trying to find love in a world gone black. Woman crying, but she don't make a sound, holding everything, holding it down. And the child just sees broken dreams in between TV screens, trying to learn what love's supposed to be from a world that don't practice what it preach. Oh,
why we falling apart. Tell me why. We so far from the heart. If love the answer, why we living in the dark? Man, woman, and child, we gotta love right now, right now, baby. Can't wait another mile. We've been hurt too long. Man, woman, and child.
I think that's music you can ride to.
I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not gonna listen to that for a minute. Hell, what was I thinking? I was thinking about something else too nice. Then it slipped my whole mind. Oh yeah, man. That new intro you got? Oh, that's gangster, nigga.
Oh, the funk.
Yeah, that gangster.
You know, that's going to be the focus. That's what we're going to get people to get into. We're going to start like a little AI business, talking about the damn thumbnails. And did you see that 70s thumbnail I had?
I've seen so many of them.
It was like an action movie. Let me grab that right quick. I think I can get that. I'll be doing so many different ones. It's supposed to be being an advertisement. Here you go. It's like an action movie. It's like a 70s exploitation film. Lord ADS say I'm asleep, brother.
Nah, man, it's pimping.
It's been long hours, son.
Man, I've been doing my thing, man, getting through it. Shit, man, shoot, just at this point, chill mode, man. Chill mode, cool. Just taking the day, man, to try to get my stuff caught up, whatever I need to do, and just chill.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you look out for yourself. You've been drinking your green drink. You've been messing with your cod liver oil. You been sweating. You've been getting sleep. You got your water intake.
I work out like every day, man, because I kind of have to. Right now, I'm going through my gorge season, right? This is in the spring, man. I pick up a lot of weight because I eat a lot of like heavy stuff, right? Steaks, chicken. This is the time of year where all the good food come out. You know what I'm saying? All the fried chicken, really good barbecues, grills, stuff like that. So I tend to eat a lot this time of year.
I haven't put none on the grill in a minute. I got a whole barrel out. I got a Cowboys. Look, listen to what I got, Lord AS. I need to get rid of some shit. I have a Cowboy grill, I have a barrel, and I have a smoker.
Damn.
The Cowboy grill look like a fire pit, and they got the little assembly so you can it'll turn the meat on it to a little rotisserie thing. Big ass grill. It's like 30 inches around.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So and then I got the thing to spin it. Then I got this big ass barrel that I put the flame on one side and I slow cook the meat on this side. Then I got the thing that you put the meat on a thing and let it hang in there and you just let it slow cook for 12 hours. But I need to get rid of a bunch of this stuff. You see, I got room back in the space. No boxes. I said, damn, my channel shut down. I might as well do some work in the damn house.
Damn, it do look like you know what I'm saying, move some stuff around though. It does though. Now that you talk about it.
Oh, well, that stuff is for sale. Remember I was supposed to get all that stuff for the Airbnb? I just put it on what's it, the best offer, Facebook Marketplace, and come get that crap. And I got a bunch of other stuff I'm finna get up out of here. Just miscellaneous. I'm not a hoarder, so I've been hoarding. I probably had this stuff in here for about 5-6 months now. That's too long. I should have got rid of it. It is what it is, though. It's a major pivot that got to happen. Because I can't keep talking about Not relationships no more. Because people being disingenuous. They not looking for. If you buying pussy, just buy pussy. Don't be. Don't.
That's what I'm saying too. Don't. Sometimes it's best just not to lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to yourself, right? If you put it this way, if you gotta go do it, you're a grown man. Go do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to know.
Yeah. But that's it. They know they are. I mean, as much as people talk shit about Ruthless, he is telling you, you know, just buy it. I'm not finna buy none, but if that's what you're doing, I don't know why you have to make an announcement about it. I agree with you. But if you doing it, why are you on these panels talking about family and community and all this other stuff when you know you don't believe in it? That's why when I started having a conversation, they be like, because I'm not finna just cuss women out, get into scuffles with you because you here to defend them. Listen, this shit is an echo chamber. And I've been trying not to parody it for 4 years. And I'm tending to think that because I'm not parodying it, that's people gripe. They want to go somewhere and listen to people lie about, I don't know.
You know, I think some people are just gonna be angry anyway, regardless. I think there's people out there
You think they're angry?
I think there's just gonna be some folks out there who are gonna just feel that way because saying just the way they feel. I mean, ain't nothing you can do to change that. You know, saying you got happily married people whining and complaining about their relationships online, right?
Because their relationships ain't shit.
Put it this way:
their relationships is of convenience. Now, back when I was younger, they used to say you need to go on ahead and settle down. That means that's the best nigga you can get, and that's the best bitch you can get. Now, y'all need to calm the fuck down and get on with life. But no, motherfuckers still think they got some other opportunities. You don't. That's the best you can do. That nigga right there. And that's the best you can do. That bitch right there.
I've been telling folks in my year-long single journey at this point, it's been a little over a year that I ain't had no girlfriend. No whole girlfriend, right? Had some friends along the way, but no whole girlfriend. So,
has it been fire? Has it been freeing? Do you feel younger?
I feel better about a lot of stuff, put it this way. I do feel better about a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I would deal with and ain't want to deal with it anyway. But, like I said, the upside in the circumstance was just too good just to cut it off, right? So you got a nice little upside. So a little more tolerance, you know what I'm saying? If you got high enough upside, it's true. People are more willing to tolerate you when you have an upside than if you don't have no leverage or nothing off, right? But that was
I don't like having no leverage. I just like to go into it like I don't do none of that shit, man. I'm trying to think that I ever pull a leverage game on anybody. Cause when I was younger, it wasn't nobody even talking about being boyfriends and girlfriends. So I wasn't pulling a leverage game then. And then the first couple ones that I called my girlfriend, my first girlfriend was older than me. So if she know me or do anything else, I wouldn't have known because I wasn't all that interested. I didn't really care. My second girlfriend, I think she was fucking everything moving. And a third one too. So once I kind of saw that dynamic, it kind of made me feel like, this is just what it is. That, people just like fucking. And again, if you're settling down, you're settling down. But I don't understand why you want to be in a relationship. If you like screwing, just keep screwing people. But it'd be a lot of times that people want their cake and eat it too. So you want to be with me, but still do whatever you want to do.
Now, if you ask me the truth, Nightish, I'm in agreement with that somewhat with you on this. At the end of the day, I think if you got one chick, that should be the main chick you screwing. That should really be that, right? Now, if you slip up and have something on the side, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you catch yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful and make it quick, right? Remember, you don't make this a 5, 10, 15 year long, you know what I'm saying, side piece thing, right? You know, so that's how I
But
kind of see
what if your girl catch on and she wanna, even the score, but she don't want to leave. She just want to even the score.
two wrongs don't make a right.
Ah, there you go, y'all. And that's the real reality right there. Some cats, man, their ego. That's just, I just think that that's where we at. People just, there really is no order and structure and rules and all this other stuff. That's why back in the day, granddad, son didn't look like him, and he had a family on the other side of town that they found out when he passed away. My thing about that story right there is that how did some of these dudes who came in and gave a whole checkup supposedly still have a family on the other side of town? I'm gonna give you my whole check, babe. I'm just taking enough out for me, a little cigarette, some, something to drink. And he still had a family on the other side of town.
That was the old placement of the baby mama, though. That was the old placement of the baby mama, where, you know what I'm saying, the side woman was willing to take scraps off the table, right? Because she got a piece of the man too. So that was a different generation type of deal. But back then, remember
They
that.
still do it. I think they'll still do it. Because this dude aesthetically look like what they want. They'll still do it. And they got some women that's like, I don't care what you do, as long as you don't take no money out the house. And I think that still exists.
I mean, but after a while, though, that usually comes crashing down, though, right? Because something usually pops out. Somebody got pregnant. Somebody got mad. This, that, and the other didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
It gets that irresponsible still in this day. People still doing that.
Of course, yeah. You already know.
My piece is so good, they go ahead and get it pregnant. Huh?
Yeah, it happens a lot. You know, that never stopped. For a matter of fact, it just never stopped. And which I ain't got no big deal with that. As long as they're happy, I'm happy for them, right?
Are they happy though?
Nah, they ain't happy. You know what I'm saying?
They live in miserable, and they got people around them that's watching that, and they think them babies don't understand that shit is miserable. Now he could be right as all outdoors, or she could be right as all outdoors, but one of them two adults said, "Fuck everything, it's about me." Or sometimes both of them two adults, and the baby see that, and that's why they don't want no marriage. I mean, it's either loving loud or loving quietly, but nobody's really loving. See, we used to have all that escapism music when I was younger. You can sit back and listen to that music and play it around certain folks. Then I came to these YouTube streets and said, "Don't play no motherfucking mix CDs around me. Fuck the shit." Whoa, wait a minute. There's no softening to you. They want to be Jacqueline. Oh, well, Nitish, why you always got to compare shit to movies? I think people see more movies than they read books.
That's a whole fact.
So, I mean, I could say books, but I don't know that Boomerang was a book, or if it was a book, it was embellished and turned into something else. I don't think no story is new up under the sun. Nothing I'm saying today is going to be anything new. But the things that people should hold on to, they seem to be unwilling to hold on to. And I think that's the bigger thing. It's more important. Not cheating on that woman don't got nothing to do with that woman. It has everything to do with you as an individual. Not cheating on that man don't have nothing to do with that man. It has everything to do with you as an individual. Because if y'all both doing that, how can either one of you sit up and talk about that bitch ain't shit and that nigga ain't shit? Both of y'all participating, active participants in the effery. Again, people, we've been here a couple hours. We got enough people in the chat. Send $2 to the Cash App. $2. Each one of y'all. Support the channel. Just because it's Thursday. I have a early I can be early with my box wine. We don't have to wait till the weekend. Let's look at a show from 3 years ago.
And family. They don't believe in dishonoring the family. That's why people have a problem with Western culture. We agree on that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what has happened to our so-called women is that transcendental slave trade changed us, made us into whatever we are now. And that's why we're so quick to follow what seems like the Willie Lynch letter. Young against old, man against woman, rich against poor, you know.
Right.
So that's why the minute somebody gets some money, they got to get out of the hood. That's why the women are saying that the men are substandard. There's no cultural connection. That's what's interesting about this idea of what is black. So then we see other people that are of color, POCs, as different because they still have their culture intact when they come here. So they're their culture first when we're all over the place like bird shit. Do you believe that could be a possibility that we don't necessarily have a culture? We believe our food is the entrails that the slave masters gave us. That's why we love our chitlins and our neck bones and all that other stuff.
I see why it could be problematic for dating wise, because you have someone that you're using is in comparison. Like me, I'm using is in comparison. Like, hey, this is what I would like to get.
Can you compare them though, Wody?
Huh?
Can you compare them though, Wody?
I can, because we're still people at the end of the day. Culture is different. Culture is
no. I'm saying,
different.
Can you still compare them when you understand what we've been through? And if we can't compare them, then why do we separate people and say, if you're from this place, you're a tether? If we're all the same.
I think not all. Now, I want it also to be also understood. Yes, besides us focusing on just black American culture, I think also across the entire U.S., white and black, they're experiencing that type
two
of
different things, though, right? Would you compare those white people to us?
Not necessarily, but
so that's my point. So we got two things happening. We got the suffragette movement with these white women that went up against Josh and his people, and they kicking their people ass. That's why the white man feel like something is happening to him right now. And then you had that cultural thing that happened to us in the transcendental. That's why FBAs want to be isolated as FBAs. When the reparations come, we don't want to
transatlantic
mix with everybody else because we have a specific thing that's isolated to us.
He's not wrong. Like, culture wars have always been a thing, even before the U.S. was a thing. Culture wars, that's the nature.
Yeah, that's why we had the same Valentine's Day massacres. That was Irish and Italian.
Yeah, I mean, it's just his point still doesn't stand opposed. There's nothing to oppose it.
Okay. I'm just asking Wody, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of more curious why Wody. The idea of like looking at the United States as like a monolith. Now that's a little odd because I don't understand.
All these people had to fight for their place. Now, since they were all supposedly white when they weren't considered that when they came here, they said, okay, you Irish, we're going to give you this. You Italian, we're going to give you this. Small hats found something for themselves.
And then even all of those people that you did name, and I can't speak 100%, but even those cultures that you just named, like the way that they seem to work well in family structure,
because they still have a connection to their landmass,
their culture. To their culture, you mean?
Yeah, they still can track their family back 100 years. Can you?
I don't know. If
an Irish person to tell you where they're niggers of Europe, but they can tell you who their fathers and forefathers are.
Yeah, I can trace my family tree back to 1100s. Well, at least on my father's side. Mother's side gets a little hairy.
Damn.
And do you think that makes a difference, Wardy? Because then they can say the reason I honor my family is because I know my tradition. I know my great grandparents and all this history and tradition that I got to follow. Whereas us, we keep going back to slavery, and it's a shameful thing to us instead of looking at them as our as something to be inspired by.
You should be looking at us like competition. That's really what you should be doing. I mean, that's the whole point of it, is to compete.
We never get there. We still call it
facts.
That was a hoax, but yeah.
But it maybe
no. He said that's all facts. He just told.
I'm gonna give Josh his opportunity to speak. The issue that I'm
and I never understand why we've been on these panels for forever and we still don't know. Say pause the video. If people don't understand it's supposed to be competition, they slow, right?
Exactly. This is all competition. It's a competition for resources, because at the end of the day, no matter how much abundance people think we have, there still ain't enough to go around. Just ain't.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
There ain't enough to go around. See, everybody wants everybody to win, and that's just not how life works. We don't all get to win.
No, everybody doesn't want everybody to win. Where you get that from? So that's kind of where the tether thing kicks in at. Those people don't look at themselves as us. They're black in skin complexion, whatever else, but they don't look at themselves as us. They don't look at each other from the continent as one. They Igbo, they Zulu, they Ashanti. They don't look at themselves as one there.
For them, we are a convenient mass. That's what we really are, a convenient mass.
They don't mess with you like that. Honestly, they don't.
Yeah. That's the tether, right? Somebody who will steal your culture.
I don't like that term tether, but they just don't really mess with you like that. I mean, numbers wise, you can say, yeah, we're all black, but culturally, no. And I like to say it in that positive way instead of calling them a tether. We just culturally don't mix.
I mean,
because they'll sit up and start doing their tribal dances and whatever else, and then I'll ask you the same question they always ask, which is, what is you guys' culture? What is African Americans' culture?
It's a subcategory of American culture. Is all it is.
Well, Thomas Sowell said it's white people culture. Ain't, can't, won't, don't, we and this and all the other stuff is your slave master.
White people's culture is a
fool that so he said Southern England. They still jumping the broom, they still talking like that, they in the gang stuff, the whole get down. Thomas Sowell.
White culture is a subset of American culture. American culture isn't white culture. That's a subset of it. It's got a lot of white culture.
America was supposedly the dregs of society of Europe, right? Supposed to have been put on a barge to, be hit demise, but they came over here, the ones that survived and carved itself a chunk out of this place through violence, right? But
you got to read the 1776 revolution, because even back then, it wasn't full on America like you think it was. It was
a bunch of colonies and a bunch of different people on it.
Exactly.
I know history. We all went to school, right? What I'm saying is that those ones that finally, became the lead decided to make changes and start absorbing other people, right?
Facts.
And then the free men that were here, they decided, we just gonna take the Atlanta stuff and say they were slaves. So then you have all these treaties that was ignored. Claude Anderson wanted to forever talk about what's the I believe it's 1786 treaty. And then when they started going back and looking at stuff, all these dark and Native American or these dark indigenous people. It's just, but I think all that's over now. I think all that's over now. It's just too long ago. Nobody cares.
I have a different theory on it.
Go ahead.
I know my people came here on the boats because they also fought in the War of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, from my history back,
Do you
Now-
think? Do you think all of them came on a boat?
Yeah,
You believe
yeah,
that?
yeah, I do.
I believe there were people here, and if they all came on a boat, what do they need to have breeding farms for?
Well, those were just to expand numbers, Nidus. And they're not hard to make.
Exactly. So freedmen here, and then there was breeding camps. So if you got all that, why would you take somebody for almost 2 days, all packed into something like a sardine, and they don't catch everything and just pass away, the majority of them? And I don't even count the ones that say jumped off the boat. So to me, I just listen to all of the stories. And that's why sometimes you'll see me on the panel, I'll just be quiet, let folks, get it off.
Well,
Like the other day, they were talking about DNA and old bones and all this other stuff. And I'm saying, if you had a cultural awakening where we came together and have a meeting of the minds, we can do great things almost magically. Would probably freak us out if we all got together and had one mind. But we so splintered up and want to fight.
If black people got together now on their revolution shit, you're right, it would be dope. It'd be dope to see that. Unfortunately, I think they would be cheering for the wrong team. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. I'm talking about our communities, our neighborhoods, right?
Well, we don't have that. Yeah. Well, we don't have those. There's some pockets, but those people don't even mess with each other. So
what are they doing to?
Remember, they used to call places chocolate cities.
Yeah.
They gentrified up as I don't know what now.
Took over, just like they did New York at Times Square. That was a black town there before they flooded it out.
Yeah, Seneca
right?
Village.
Yeah. This is what generally happens whenever we tend to go somewhere because everybody else tends to follow. But with that being said, though,
so you have Wilmington, North Carolina, you had Rosewood, you had Tulsa. It was a bunch of places that kept revolting, kept building, kept coming back, and they just kept dismantling it. But the thing is, you wasn't supposed to stop coming back. You're just supposed to recreate. Now, folks is, they're not even attempting the psychological change. And I'm gonna piss y'all off because I'm gonna be playing music. I'm gonna piss y'all off because I'm gonna tell y'all to support the channel because y'all be just sitting here. And for folks to rebel against sending $2 is interesting because y'all be the very people when I'm in some other chat talking about, Nidus, when are you gonna this? Nidus, come through. My hours are typically from midnight to 6 a.m. And I'm on every day. So I'll be confused about this. And there can't be that many people trolling. But again, it's Thursday. Y'all could help her brother get in early on my box wine fund. But like the resources is depleted so many places that if you think we ain't gonna have to barter and work with each other, yeah, it's over with. It's done. It's finished. Here go another one that Lord ADS may think, it's cool. This is more mellow music. I like this one too. Let's piss y'all off since y'all want to get the channel.
Lord knows. That's my baby.
Little man, he wakes up so demanding. Sun ain't up, but he already standing. Tiny hands pulling on my t-shirt. Big feelings in a small little person. else matters. Nothing else. He don't know the weight that I'm under. No, no. But he fills my heart like no other. He feels it. He loves when I'm being handy. I try. Fixes work with what I can be. Smiles while you give him candy. He smiles. Loves what he really understands. Yeah, he do. Little man, you don't know how strong you make me.
You don't know.
Little man, every prayer I pray is safety.
I pray.
When the world feels heavy on me, so heavy, you're the reason I stand tall. I stand. Little man, I'll catch you if you fall.
Diapers, bottles, late night crying.
All night,
Same old song, but I ain't tired.
I ain't tired.
I see kings in a small walk. Hit them all when he try to talk. Everybody say time goes fast. I hold on tight, make moments last. He don't need much love and time. And a mama heart that won't decline.
Won't quit.
He loves when I'm being handy.
Putting broken toys back together. Smiles bright when you give him candy. But my arms make him feel better. Come here,
Come here.
little man. You don't know how strong you make me. You don't, little man. Oh, you're my
Lord, that ESA is. He doesn't understand how.
Play that intro again, though.
I don't even
That
know.
intro.
I don't know what that song is.
That's it, dope.
I thought you wasn't into rap music. That's
that's
an
funk.
instrumental. That's an instrumental. That is an instrumental. Let me see.
There you go. Yeah.
That's the Blade.
Yeah, but I will say this though, Nate. I do miss California quite a bit. I really do. Cali was dope as shit, bro. It really was. Man, I do miss Cali sometimes though, man. That shit was dope as fuck though, man. But like you said, just expensive as shit that was out there, you know? But
Yeah.
Oakland, man, was dope as fuck. LA was cool as shit. I mean, California is an outstanding state, nigga. It really is. Outstanding. Man, that cost of living, man. You talking about $5,500 a month just to rent out there. Oakland now, right?
Where? Where's the 5,500 to rent? You live in a skyscraper or something?
That's what I was reading. They said for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $5,500 a month.
No. If it's a studio to a 1-bedroom, you talking about between 12 and 13. 2-bedroom about 26. 3-bedroom at another 13, or that was a 39. About 13 a bed. So 39. Then it also depends on where you at. If you're in the flatlands, you good. If you can start getting into the hills and talking about Montclair and all the other stuff, then and Trestle Glen and all that, then yeah, you may be spending that because you in prime real estate. Like my old house that I sold, I was right by downtown. Everything that anybody would want to go to is right by my house. It's 2 seconds to get downtown. It's 2 seconds to get to Embarcadero. 2 seconds to get to Alameda. So yeah, I was in prime real estate then. Where I'm at now, they would not call this prime real estate, but it's a beautiful home, has beautiful bones. That's why I say I got to pivot. I got to do more business here. So scale of business. Then the royalty spots will make more sense because they'll reap the benefits from it. Do these courses so people can understand just how to do this music, because we do a lot of music over here. You heard? Did you hear the oh yeah? Because if you like that, you probably like
Y'all
this.
know about some ism. What y'all know about some ism? Not the loud kind.
Nice. That's not what I was talking about.
You don't explain.
Nice. That's not what I was talking about. Nice. You in your new intro, you got one beat. I don't know what it is, but the shit is pimping though. I mean, it's got that real that boggle drum to it. You know what I'm saying? That.
Oh, just because it got a damn conga.
Yeah, it's pimping though. The shit is pimping.
All
like
of
that shit.
This whole little setup was supposed to be for Sir Ism. That just was one of the ones I thought, I was gonna keep for myself. This whole setup is. This is all in that vein. All these songs was made in the same vein. It's way more town business and whatever else. But yeah, this is all like funk, wah-wahs and congas and yeah.
Look at him. All boxed in. L7 squares. We can never be there. L7 squares. We can never be there. Too much game, too much flavor in the air. They stiff, they lost, they stuck, they scared. I move like funk, they freeze, they stare. L7 squares, we can never beat those. No soul in they step, no life in they clothes. I glide through the night where the real ones chose. You already know. That's just how it goes. They walk in lines, I move in rhythm. They follow rules, I bend the system. They talk loud, but don't say nothing. I say let's still press a button. Shoes too clean, but they spirit dusty. Smiles, fake energy, don't.
Yeah, this is all the same vein. All of these, because we think about it, you want a 70s blaxploitation type of feel. You want the wah-wahs, you want the congas, you want little bass, some hi-hats, some lows, all that, It's a vibe, but it's really just about listening. If you heard it before, you know how to get it.
I wanna be a man. Slide with me real quick.
But that still ain't it, man. That ain't
Neon
it.
lights.
All of these are the same thing.
Play the whole play your whole intro as it come on. It's in the intro.
No, it's really not. It's all in the same vein.
No. It's in the intro. What I'm looking for is in the intro.
No. I can understand you might like that particular song, but every song I just played you, I made them all at the same time. It's pretty much the same thing. Only difference is a different cadence, but it's pretty much the same thing. That wong, 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 wong. It's the same thing pretty much. Wah-wahs, chimes. It's pretty much the same thing. You might like that one in particular, but all of them is because I don't want them to sound alike. I want them to be distinctive, but all in the same vein. It's basically Johnny Guitar Watson, all the people, the Ohio players. Even Lionel Richie got some funky sound and stuff. Everybody did it. George Clinton said everybody wanted to have a little taste of some P-Funk. A lot of sirens, helicopter propeller sounds. Oh yeah, that's Maurice's song.
Yeah. Nights
And
rain on
it's
the
the top,
asphalt.
you know. That's supposed to
Neon
sound like
flicker.
the Fugees.
Temptation everywhere. Chalk Bay, where the money talk and souls get tested. Chalk Bay nights where the lights stay low. Gold in my mouth, got the game on froze. Fast lane living, can't trust these hoes. Everybody smiling, but nobody know. Chalk Bay nights, yeah, the city don't sleep. Dreams get sold and the price ain't cheap. Heart stay cold, gotta move low key. In the bay where the sharks all eat. Late night glide, rain hitting the glass. City look alive, but it moved too.
Yeah, we do a lot of music. Do you know what that is?
That's alto saxophone.
That is the 90s murder scene sax. Have you ever heard that in those movies? That would be Sugar Hill. That would be when Ricky got shot in the back. You don't remember the saxophone? Let's let you listen to some of that.
Another 90s hood murder scene. Seen it once, seen it twice, same thing, yeah. Sirens ring, sax cry, lights gleam. Another 90s hood murder scene. It is what it is, that's just life. Wrong place, wrong turn, wrong night. All this pain replay on repeat. Another 90s hood murder scene. Another scene, same block, same air, yellow tape, blue lights, I'm there. Same faces, different names, same cold look, same pain. Another scene, phone light glow, somebody crying, I don't know. Sax in the back, cut too deep, sound like it know we don't sleep. Another scene, hands in pocket, no talk, just watching. Same story, different night, wrong turn, wrong light. Another scene, I've been here too many times, too clear. Look at the sky, no prayer, just stand still like I don't care. Another 90s hood murder scene. Seen it once, seen it twice, same thing. Sirens ring, sax cry, lights gleam. Another 90s hood murder scene. Another scene, same route I ride, ribbon flip, nights fully live, same thoughts, cross my head, same fear, keep it fed. Another scene, if it flip, could be me in that clip, same street, same man, same cycle again. Another scene, mama voice, slow it down, make a choice, still move, same pace, same road, same place.
He said, "Get your hand on my pocket." You know that one? Dick Lord ADS asleep. That man was hollering with a saxophone behind it. Y'all support the channel. Send me some money. $ KNIGHT. ISH1. And the other one is paypal.me/IDLNO. Let's get back to this.
And here, when you're talking about women being too masculine, this, that, or the third, they want, well, they generalize they want an opportunity to have a man who would take a lot of the burden off of their shoulders so they can live. So to mean, like, you know, what they got a term for it. I don't recall, but
they call it the easy life. That's what MOT was up here saying earlier. They looking for you to be around and shut up and be on their program.
Yep, they sure are. looking to put you on their program. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I need you to do. This is how I need you to move. You do what I say. Do what I tell you to do. You better listen to me.
Well, listen, if y'all out here buying farts and dirty panties, might as well listen, right? Y'all talk bad about IG, but y'all the number ones on there.
Believe it or not, I ain't been to one of them sites in a long time. I don't mess around like that, man. Usually, I bet IG, I've been Instagram a minute.
Oh yeah, you don't mess because you said your job.
Yeah.
What's going on, Zoom? I think I said hello to you. You've been here the whole time. MOT came up here. So the only new people is you and Deucey, and it's my time. Yeah, y'all. We are chilling today. We got to make a pivot. But that doesn't mean y'all cannot support the channel. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Anonymous. Who was that? Who was that? I'm trying to think about this. Oh, yeah. It's a couple of y'all folks I got to holler at because I ain't seen y'all in a minute. A couple of folks. But let's get back to Josh and Abi Wody.
The sweet life, you know what I mean? A relaxed life, a
They
soft.
used to call it
soft girl.
Let me
life,
help you out. Let me help you out. But I'm not trying to cut you off. I want you to continue your thought. They're trying to live the so-called American dream.
Yeah.
The 3-bedroom house with the picket fence, the 2.5 children, the dog, the fence with the yard. Yeah. They've been sold a bill of goods.
Soft life, white or black, right? White or black across America.
Yes, and this
what I see American men like, yo, I gotta work and bust my ass. And for those of us who are especially more self-aware, knows that I may not ever achieve it, but as long as I get up every day and go and I'm actually putting in the effort, you know what I mean? At least I could be stability is one thing I think is at least guaranteed to everybody. You may not be greatly wealthy and just have money to throw away, but you can at least be stable if you're busting your ass to a certain extent. Now, I've heard some women I've dealt with, like, I don't want
to. Stability to them is struggle love. No, you got to be constantly growing. What's it say? Constant elevation cause expansion. No. Stability to them is stagnant. It's struggling.
Work my whole life for nothing, just to have nothing. Like, okay, so your whole existence here is to live in the lap of luxury and have materialistic shit. Cool. What for us, some of us American men, I think I see here is we look at other cultures of men and women. They're willing to come here, work, some of them, you know what I mean? Some still have some lazy ones, and they still find a way to work together. Like the materialistic shit don't seem to phase them as much. They're trying to make it work. But like, damn, why we can't have that?
What you're describing, wouldn't that also be the male version of being sold a bill of goods?
Looking at other cultures of people?
No, that the idea of how you've described, like the American way is to, I don't know, work together and I don't know, work together somehow to receive a stable life.
No, the thing is this, though. That's why I like that we use certain words so we can stay on the same page. I don't like us to deviate because he keeps saying something. I don't know if we're listening to each other. He keeps saying culture, 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 culture. And I keep saying African Americans, ADOS, FBA, B1, whichever one you want to choose, have an isolated thing that's specific to them. So what culture are you saying that we embrace? Is it hip hop? Is it street? Is it ghetto? Is it the hood? What is the culture that we embrace? All those other people you naming actually have a culture.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. The answer is within the mechanism that carries culture.
A lot of us think our culture is slavery. A lot of us don't want to acquiesce and bow down to the things that could potentially work because they consider that, and it's been said over and over again, assimilating, kissing a white man's ass. Would you disagree with that, Wody?
Assimilating, doing. I don't
Going to school, getting the best education. No, let me help you out.
Like,
Let me help you out. Going to school, getting the best education you can get, learning whatever it takes to get the best job you can get. Do we see people that do that as educated lames, nerds, geeks, dorks? Do we give them wedgies and noogies and put them in toilets and push them in lockers?
yeah, and I don't understand why, because that's one route to take to get that either get close to the American dream or get stability. Because basically all the motherfuckers doing.
Listen, I just said the education part because we have an anti-intellectual sentiment about things, but they don't respect truck drivers when truck drivers make good money. They don't respect bus drivers when bus drivers make good money. They don't respect garbage men when garbage men make good money. They don't respect men that's in the trade, so they don't respect damn HVAC dudes. They don't respect plumbers, and all those people make good money. They're saying that you cooning, you kiss. What dude called folks butlers? That's all those things I just named. Those are stable lifestyles. People that go to the military and finish it got great benefits. They done saved up their money, did all the right stuff. They got great benefits. All them things work and been working. Lord ADS say he just wants his avatar up here.
Yeah, they've been working, I guess. I'm listening to you, brother. Just trying to parse it all out. I hear you.
But you know all these things, right?
I don't know them, but I have an idea that
You never
might
been
work.
in the military?
Yeah.
It didn't have no benefits to it?
Yeah, it did. It had tons of benefits to it, you know?
It didn't teach you discipline, how you can be structured now when you're doing your AI stuff? It doesn't help you with being focused? It doesn't help you with having order?
It does that. It does that. But for me, the way I always viewed it I view it along those lines. Put it this way, I give a credence to all those things, right? It can't help with the discipline thing to get you more discipline, more order, you know, right?
I thought so.
Yeah. It can help with a lot of that
I
stuff.
thought boot
Right?
camp was supposed to break you out of being a child and prepare you for being a man.
It's to give you the fundamentals on that stuff.
Well,
3 months is the fundamentals.
isn't the fact that when you were there, you saw a bunch of people that didn't even have the fundamentals?
Yeah, I see quite a few people who didn't have the fundamentals like that. To be in boot
Oh,
camp.
they were pretty in order, and they didn't really need to be broken and transformed. I think there's power in unification. You know, like when you go to jail, everybody got to wear yellow, or everybody got to wear blue.
Uniform, yeah, uniformity.
Yeah, uniformity. I think it's power in uniformity. Same like the Nation of Islam or the ISUPK. Yeah, I think it's power in that.
But put it this way, my division in boot camp was a little different.
Mm.
I was in my Bubbleheads division, right? 900s division. That's where the smart, like the nukes and all those people go through boot camp at, right? So it was quite different for me in a lot of ways. You'd be surprised of how much they value you. You learn that early on. If they really value you, they literally trying to get you to stick around, right? So you get a lot
Do
of
you have
off
any
days.
brothers from there, or did you separate and completely separate?
Well, for years, man, I had a couple people I was keeping up with that hit different shifts, right? Then everybody kind of grows their own separate way, man. After a while,
Mm.
like I got homeboys, you know, what I'm saying that just got out a couple of years ago. One of them, I see him online every once in a while. Say what's up, you know. You're a cool dude.
We love our independence. Then shout out to the independent people.
Yeah, okay. You're trading your time for hopefully some financial stability, but you're doing it the right way. You know what I mean?
They
don't
call
think
that a
nothing wrong with
sellout though, and a coon and all the other stuff. So we choose to do what? Take the hardest route.
We trying to really get the quickest route. Really, that's what I think most people do.
Right? Is the quickest route the easiest one?
Hell no.
You got 2 summers where you balling, you got the drop and everything else, and then you got to go sit down for 10 years, 7 years. Then you come back and might get 1 summer out of it. Then you got to go sit down for another 12 years. Before you know it, your kids and spent most of their time watching you go. You can't take away that is manhood. You can't say that doesn't look very strong and you stood up for something. But at the end of the day, what you were robbed of was the time, which I often say on here, the most valuable thing people can give somebody is their time. And that's what they do. They take your time away for your 2 summers of success.
And that's for those who also have a different way of life and thinking. They feel like that's the corporate trap. What's it's another word? The what they call
that being real.
No, not just that though. A lot of people look at it as the trap of capitalism, the capitalism trap, right? The trappings of capitalism, capitalistic society, where you know what I mean, everything you just described, so to speak, like go to school, go get a job, this, that, and the third to go.
Yeah,
work,
but that's not what people do. Is that what we choose?
Huh?
Do we choose that route?
I mean,
and the ones of us
survive,
that do, are we the squeaky wheel?
Nah, because if you're self-aware, I believe if you're self-aware, you gotta work to survive. Unless you're gonna do like them videos we was talking about, go build a hut in the woods and live off the land, if you can.
Let me give you an example. I know people, I won't make it personal, that have property, right?
Yeah.
That's in their family. Grandma property, auntie property, and they getting older. And that property is just rotting. Nobody's keeping it up to standards. There's no windows been put in it in 20 years. Nobody's put any floors in it in 20 years. Nobody's fixed the roof. They go over there often and have parties and whatever else, but nobody's painted the house. Have you seen this thing that I'm describing?
Places owned by a family getting run down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an enormous family though. It's a bunch of people there that could go, hey, look, we here all the time. Why aren't we taking care of this?
It costs. Unless you're going, just do like the bare minimum and just do the basic cleanings. But it costs.
You said materials cost
I would say that.
Wait. Are you saying materials cost a lot?
Just the basic cleaning costs your time. Cleaning up.
Yeah. You're over there smoking. You're over there having a party there. You're over there barbecuing.
Hey, binge watching on Netflix. Hey, you know what? Howdy, fellas. I see my man Jaquez Jones is up here.
Yeah.
What's up, smart guy?
I'm only smart on some days. Today I'm mostly.
Wait. Hey, Pookie, Flow State told me that he sent Josh.
Damn.
I don't think Josh is bad. I didn't
say it was bad. I'm saying
no. I
Flow
just think
State sent him.
Nah, because Fose was windmilling for him.
Yeah.
You know what
Because
Fose said in the chat? He said, he's not as dumb as you think, Pookie.
Yeah. Let's acknowledge my brothers. Let's acknowledge this black man for making it hard to get this $5 out of him. Let's see. Oh, I ain't even got no bells and whistles. Thank you, Lord ADS. I appreciate you. I forgot StreamYard is cut off. Maybe we can get enough money to turn the StreamYard back on. It's a beautiful thing. But we're gonna pivot without the StreamYard. We finna get the course together, explaining y'all exactly what you get for being royalty. Because I mean, you get an avatar, you get a song, but we finna tell you why it's beneficial even about that $20 song. Because let's say you open up a DistroKid with your one song and put that one song in DistroKid. DistroKid will distribute that song over all platforms, and that song can make you some money back. If you want to take the course about how to make multiple songs, I'll show you just how to do it. Whatever sound you want. Because I'm just playing, this stuff that was in here because Ism came over here talking about he wanted some this type of music. So I was doing that. Because my music was more so abstract type music. I'm into some different stuff. Or I was making stepper music, all kind of just different stuff. I don't know who that is, but shout out to them. Let me see. Videos. Here go one. Here's Ism. Here go Ism again.
Just ain't in May.
That's an intro. I guess I could play the clips like that for the people when they
Just ain't in May.
as a main thing. I could, let me see. Sir Ism, making it possible for me to get my wine early. Let me see. I got one of these clips. Here we go.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Shout out to Lord ADS. Let me see something else I got up in here. Because he said he listened to D'Angelo and who else you said? D'Angelo, Music Soul Child. And who else?
No, sir. No Music Soul Child. No music. I said Bilal. D'Angelo. And some Weeknd.
Oh, The Weeknd. Well,
Yeah.
why did I say music? That's what I meant, The Weeknd. You know who The Weeknd sounded like to me?
Who you sound like?
The Dream. Do you remember The Dream?
Yeah, I do. Thinking about that.
Check that out one day.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. He kind of has this sort of pop style to him, right?
Yeah, so it's like The Dream, but pop. Dream had a little bit more of a what I would say,
R&B
like,
thing.
yeah, more R&B thing, and a kind of little jazzy fake kind of thing. He was a little bit more fun, but yeah, voice wise though, listen to both of them. The Dream and the one whose name I always forget, and you just said it. But them two sound very similar to me. The Weeknd, The Dream and The Weeknd. For sure. Let me see. It was another song I did called In the Heat of the Night. Cause I've been thinking about movies and TV shows. But yeah, In the Heat of the Night. Where's that at? In the Heat of the Night. Cause I was looking at they got a meme that's running around now where they play the Murder Sing saxophone, And when the people hear it, they just start running. It's a little funny to me. Damn, I don't know why it'd be so hard for me to find a song that I just did. In the Heat of the Night. What was that cover like? I made a Black Bear intro. I made Ruthless intro. Damn it, I don't see it. Maybe we'll just listen to the Stepper song. It's giving you directions. Damn it, which one is the Heat of the Night? Did I not write it on there? Maybe it's one of these Perry Mason looking ones. Is this it? Oh, no, this is Afro Beats.
Only you be holding body. Only you be holding body. Say I won't leave in the morning, but I need you now, no warning. Anytime I call, you show me. Everything you do, you know me. Girl, I feel it coming closer. Time no they make I hold ya. Try to leave, but I know you be the one.
Yeah, I make everything.
Yeah. Flaws and all. Love and pain. It's the struggle.
I want you to want me anyway. Flaws and all, don't turn away. Love and pain, yeah, I'm stuck between. Hold me down when I'm losing me. I want you to want me anyway. Even on my worst, damn, there ain't no filter, no mask, just all of me. You still here. I ain't perfect, I be losing sleep. Got some thoughts in my head that be chasing me. Some days strong, some
That's our picture, Lord, that he has on the rooftop. Elegant lady.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's clean.
Slide to the left now. Bring it on back, don't stop now. Two steps smooth, let it glide now. We gon' rock all night on the rooftop. City lights glowing, yeah, the night feel right. Ocean breeze blowing, got the vibe so tight. 808 knocking, but it feels so smooth. Got you in your body, let your soul just groove. Left footstep, let it ease on through. Right foot slide, let it stick like glue. Hands up slow, let the shoulders roll. We ain't rushing nothing, we just lose control. Slide to the left now. Bring it on back, don't stop now. Two steps smooth, let it glide now. We gon' rock all night on the rooftop. Yes, stepping close, let the rhythm lock in. Small turn round.
Yeah, we got to show folks how to do this so they could, if they want to, make a couple dollars. Get your DistroKid, get you a Fiverr hookup, get you an Upwork hookup, get you some affiliates. I mean, if you're going to do the channel, I should have been showed these folks a year ago. Because I started off before I really got into my channel on something called Legendary Marketer. It's a little course you take. Them folks over there is wild enough. They kind of sound like JP or Charleston White when they talk about the stuff that they selling. But that's the thing. That's why when I was looking at that clip of Charleston earlier, something tinged in my head and made me go, oh shit, why haven't I done all? Because even though drop shipping is not what it used to be, it's a couple dollars. Even though affiliate marketing, all you do is like, for example, I use when I did the cooking show, I use this right here. This is a Canon. All you got to do is just advertise this and tell them how you use it, and then get you a link to Amazon. And every time you sell one, you get a couple dollars. This is what we're supposed to be using these channels for, Lord ADS, to maximize all that you can do with it. Write your little course about all the little hookups. Then people at least benefit from royalty. They get to learn all the little doodads and whatever else. I got so much Amazon junk. Like my mic is connected to this right here. So all that. Let me see. Advertise this. This is the XLR4. This is where my mic is connected to. I still got my Stream Deck, which is my soundboard. It's so if I have it connected to the damn thing, I'll be forgetting. I hit a button, it drops somebody. But let's see. We got the sound effects. Reese likes this one right here. Let me see if Lord ADS know this one. You're old school cat. You know that one, Lord ADS?
No, sir. What was that?
That's Donkey Kong.
Oh shit! Really?
Listen to it. That's right before he climbed up the damn ladder and stomp.
Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, that shit is cool.
Then you go boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's Donkey Kong. Winner. That's from The Price is Right. Show you how to set up your soundboard, advertise that, get links to it, buy a Stream Deck, get a couple dollars. I've been having all this crap sitting around me, and then when they cut off the thing the other day, I was like, I can have links to all of this shit up in here. It's just sitting here. I don't even be touching that soundboard because everybody else do it to death. Because every time Ugly Money say, and there was a, and you know, and there was a, and then and the Folk Master Flex. I ain't gonna hit the soundboard that often. Plus, my stuff is a little cutesy stuff like this. But since both these channels is new, I gotta get my watch hours in anyway. So a lot of stuff is gonna be uploaded. So we're gonna, yeah, because I don't want to get dinged no more for BS. So maybe I'll get to cooking again. Y'all get to see my white appliances. Let me see. Do I got some of that stuff in the back? Let me look back there. Let me see.
Hey, nice. Don't you got the fair use sign? Yeah, that's the fair use.
They don't care nothing about that. They don't care nothing about that. I mean, they may show you a little bit of grace, but they don't care about the fair use sign. If somebody decide they want to get at you, they finna get at you, fair use or not. But we had made like a little understanding in the community that we wasn't gonna do this to each other. But not everybody's a part of the community. It's a lot of folks that just came around it. Like I'm doing this show, and Gospel of Bob is live streaming my show at the same time with me, about to come over here to argue with me. That's a no-no. You don't live stream on somebody live. That was a total violation. And then when I changed the computer, I put everything on this external disk, but I didn't transfer it over here. So I guess all my cooking stuff is not over here. I've made a paella. We spatchcocked the duck, spatchcocked the turkey, injected it so it was moist and flavorful with no part of that meat dry or flavorless. But I didn't transfer it over. So I guess I'll throw my camera back on my tripod and restart cooking again. We're going to make something happen, Captain. See what that do. Yeah, ain't no cooking shows in there. That's crazy. I had a bunch of them.
Hey, nigga, that's a low standard right there, Josh. That's what your man thinking you fit. That's what your man. He's not as dumb as you think. You know what? Josh. I think we more alike than not, because I see how you base your arguments, and maybe people don't understand how you're trying to get to your point. So I get you.
Well, I mean,
Not
The
saying I
brother
agree with you,
Josh,
motherfucker, but I get
I
you.
know you wanted to say something.
Yeah.
It just fucked. Even when I would call when we was on Venus's panel earlier, you weren't saying nothing that was not hard to understand. You speak perfectly clear English. It just maybe
Why are we
people
giving
don't
this
wanna
white man
accept
so
your
much credit?
point of view.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
You mean wait? Let me get. One second. Are we saying that a white man speaks well?
No,
He makes
Josh
his
better tell
points
you his
well,
introduction
just like
to the
you
real
make your
Pookie.
points well. This ain't no Diddy. This ain't no Diddy shit.
Yeesh.
Just like you make your points well, nice.
well,
Nah,
technically-
no,
technically,
Wody. We not
Technically-
giving him that.
yeah,
Yo,
technically
he got his
speaking-
introduction to Pookie. What was your introduction to Pookie, Josh?
Damn, what panel was it on? I don't remember.
It was don't fuck the panel, nigga.
Was it Ray's? I think it was Ray's
I
panel.
don't. No, it was the Black House.
Oh, so Josh is going all over the place. He had Ray Midnight. He had
this nigga
Venus.
can't-
He had Aaron. He in the Black House. I told you, Flo Senti.
Yeah,
He a
so
fact.
I
He
just
trying
want
to
to be
convict
clear.
He trying to get niggas. No Diddy, but he trying to get on that. He trying to get us on that Diddy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So I just want to point this out, and it makes a lot of sense actually. What Knight just basically asked about, like, you know, does the white man speak well kind of concept. It actually plays into his point.
You don't speak well.
I don't
Well,
mean you
that's-
speak well, like
It's-
you sound like a British actor. I mean, you make
No, he
your
sounds
points-
white.
You make your
That's
points.
it.
Yeah, no,
clearly
I assure you I'm redneck.
clearly state your points.
Yeah, I
He
assure
sound.
you I'm redneck.
Hey. We're not giving this nigga no credit. He sounds Caucasian. That means his cadence, how he sounds, and how he puts his shit together, just sounds white.
Okay,
That does
so I
not
think
mean
Wait.
his
Let's talk about that.
thoughts
Wait.
are
We'll get back
cohesive
to the
and make
women are
sense.
masculine thing. Let's talk about that. What does white sound like?
I don't know.
Joshua.
I don't know.
Why we gonna run from that?
Let me tell you why I'm gonna run
What does black
from it
sound like?
and,
Does
and
black
watch
sound
Josh
like Pookie?
agree with me. What is white?
I have books on that. I got you know what's crazy? I got the two values on that. Hold on. Let me mute up real
So
quick.
would you say Italians are white? Would you say Irish are white? Would you say
Definitely.
Sicilians are white?
Definitely.
Now, Josh, would you say those groups I just named are white?
One of them's
Or did they eventually be accepted as white? Because I remember them being called guineas and wops and all kind of other shit.
Yeah. I would question one of them, but the whole concept is they also all sound different too.
Exactly. But initially, gangs of New York days, when they was sitting up stabbing each other and St. Valentine Day and each other, was they considered all one?
No, God, no.
Yeah, so I will give y'all two books to read: The Invention of the White Race. It's a volume 1 and a volume 2.
Right, but
There's Lord. I mean, do we listen to ourselves talk? Hey, Lord ADS.
Yes, Nihilus.
I appreciate you for hanging out with me while we get these watch hours in. Shout out to the 6 or 7 people that came through. We got about 3 hours in. And I'll be back this evening, probably. I don't know. I got to figure out how to pivot because we're not gonna keep doing the same shit. We'll see if y'all like it or not. We probably gonna change up a few things because now I got to get my AI game on, and we got to get the damn StreamYard duck the fuck away from here. Those royalty spots are open. We are at the end of the. The Queen is already bought. TNKC always be ahead of time. Chalk Bay, I don't know why you left when now you are actually the Queen, but shout out to you, beautiful. Yeah. Appreciate you, Lord ADS. You have any last words you want to tell these people? Because I'm probably going to pop up on another panel in a minute.
Yeah, brother. Good show. Thank you for having me up.
Yes, always a joy. Thank you for MOT for coming through. Thank you for all y'all people that come and share y'all time with me. If you can't share no money, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come hang out. Chop it up in the chat or come up on the panel and we can chop it up. This is a hangout, man. This is not a war room. It might be though. We never know. Y'all know what I always say to wrap it up. Be great.